drop back down. He's a monster in size and in strength and in body. I
Yeah.
don't. We were breaking the fights down on Friday. I'm for it. Is he really? He can't be the underdog, is he?
No, he's a favorite. He's a massive favorite, but he's put together like a fucking freight train. Sorry for the F bomb, my bad.
It's all
Um,
right.
but he's put together crazy, and I thought he was gonna be like just this beast wrestler, but he's a good grappler, good BJJ guy. Throws that front kick. Once that front foot hits the back foot hits the ground, he shoots and takes you down and mauls you.
Yeah, I'll be pumped for that a lot. Now, who was that in chat? They said Randy has the best picks in the game. I love it. I love it. The Rude Boy
Know
has been
that.
doing his
Know that.
research. Rude Boy can't help it. He's always. You can do it. You have a thing. You're breaking down fights, and you have a podcast, right? Where you break down and talk about fights and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, called the Pro and the Bro here on Twitch, and then we recently moved to YouTube. So we've been putting out stuff. We break down fights. I give free underdog picks for the week. Every week, I give one free underdog pick, and then we just break down the entire fights and just chat and bullshit and just have fun.
I love it. I love it. Cub, are you not doing it? You're not breaking down fights yet, giving the underdog? I'm always an underdog myself. You know what I mean? But what have you been up to? What do you got going on? What are you doing? You got the headset, so I know you got to be diving into you twitching. You got the you YouTubing.
No, no. I got these just to hang out with you, trying to be, do it legit.
All right.
Um, but I've been focusing on my fight. I'm fighting October 15th. I'm doing 135, so that's been taking all my time.
Yes,
Making
sir.
that, getting that down. How's it coming? How's the body transitioning?
It's doing well. I've been doing it real smart, taking my time with it, not dropping too much at a time. So like when I first hit like 57, I was pretty weak, and then I sustained it for like 4 weeks, and I started feeling really strong at 57, and then I made another jump, and so I'm like 53 right now, waking up at, and so I'm right on track. Feel great, and yeah, I felt like making 45 was just getting too easy, and guys were getting bigger, so
100.
I was like, man, I need to. You know how it is. Sometimes you feel like I'm not sacrificing enough to get in there and
Yeah.
risk it all. So
Yeah.
I was like, I needed a new challenge. I needed a fresh take, and so I was like, all right, 135, let's do it. And yeah, I'm excited. I think I'm going to be the fastest 135er there is.
They
I
better
love it.
get ready.
I love it. See, and that's the
Mhm.
one thing I like is the way that you said it right there. There's a lot of fighters, they're like, I'm going to try to cut all this weight so I can be a big 35. But like you said, the challenge, when 45 becomes easy and you're making it, to challenge yourself to see if you can make that next side. See, I love how you say it like that because that actually, like, I want to try it because, like, I like cutting that weight and I like working on the body transformation and you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
again, like you said, there are some 45ers now. I'm thinking, holy cow. I mean, I've seen a couple of 35ers that have you just kind of stepping
Yeah.
back going, are my bones just super hollow or what is it, right? Especially being the godfather of the 155-pound division. I was going, this is crazy how big y'all are at 45. And then at 35, it's like, I don't know if I got this 25 cut, though. I don't know if I could do that because I'd have to go straight to the horse racing if I did. But that's what things like with you, Rude Boy. Do you ever think about dropping down, cutting weight, or any of that? Or you just like, I am where I'm at right now? It's probably still a decent cut for you to make where you're at now, huh?
Right now I'm cooling, man. I'm cooling. If anything, I can see a move upwards instead of
Ooh.
downwards for me. I'm a big boy, man, but still got these skinny legs. So for now, I'm chilling at 170.
Well, that'll be all right. Now, see that whole thing with the 170 today. This is going to be, like I said, awkward, but we'll have to talk about that. What do you think about this fight now with the changes that have been made? And I'll get your take in a second, Cup. But what do you think, Rude Boy, with this fight at 170 with Hamzat and, and Holland?
I don't know why they didn't call me. I mean, that's what they should have did. So that's really my take. They should have called me. You didn't see me on Twitter asking for the fight. I mean, they should have just called me and put me in there instead. But instead, they got these two dudes. So
Twitter's been
I
a
watched.
madhouse,
I watched.
and I mean, Twitter's been a madhouse for the last couple of days. AK Snoo's been watching it, but I mean, as far as fight styles, what do you think? What do you think of that fight with Hamzat and Holland? I know we'll
No,
get to
no.
it as the fight goes.
On a serious note, I think that I would like to see Holland kind of pull it off. Honestly, just the way that everything unfolded, I truly would love to see him pull it off and just get it done. But it's hard for me to foresee that. So I feel like Hamza is just gonna go in there and do what he does, get a hold of Holland, get him down to the ground, and kind of just drown him. You know, I went under 2.5. What's it now? Hamza. I think
Oh,
Hamza is
really?
gonna get it done there early.
On the betting side, 2.5. So you think like, see, that's the one thing though, Cub. I'm thinking if he gets him to the ground, Holland's got that straight right hand, which I really do like. And again, if Hamzat tries to stand up, he could make a mistake. He could, you know what I mean? It could be a costly one with that right hand. And again, some of the things that Holland has done on the ground, I don't know. I mean, is he gonna just get run over?
I feel like
I
that's
mean, I
what's
think
gonna
it's going to be a
happen.
good fight.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good fight. I think Kevin Holland's kind of learned from his mistakes. He's already showed up when he wasn't supposed to and had some big wins. I think he's fully capable of doing it again. I'm not necessarily saying he's gonna win, but I feel like he'll make it a good fight. I think it's a way better fight than the Nate Diaz Hamzat fight. So, and to be fair, like I like Hamzat, but I felt like he lost his last fight, so it makes me not want to root for him.
Mm.
Oh, okay, okay. I like that. I like that. I'm with that. Well, see,
Yeah,
that's
I thought Gilbert Burns beat him. I watched the fight a few times, and I was like, man, other than Gilbert Burns backing up, that usually the judges don't really care for that, but I thought that he was landing more strikes and he did more damage.
there was definitely pressure. And we were breaking down that fight. We watched that fight yesterday on, on the Friday stream. And again, same thing. It's a lot closer than a lot closer than I thought. And again,
Yeah.
opinionated because of the whole maybe pushing forward, moving backwards, things like that. But to be able to move around the ground, and I think the biggest thing will be, and this both of you can attest to, would be the wrestling, right? All that wrestling. Can Holland handle that? Because boy, that is a energy zapper that is so hard to come back from. You know what I mean? It's really hard to recover. It's not like when you do the cardio side of things and you can kind of just have a couple of seconds, take a deep breath, and you kind of can read down. But that anaerobic, that wrestling, the burning in the muscles, and it really does tend to slow you down as you get deeper into the quicksand.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that feeling. I wish they did, of knowing, like, trying to get a takedown or holding a lock for so long and then letting go, and then you have to strike right away and your arms are like, nope,
Yep, they're just
not gonna
jello. Your
happen.
hands don't want to tighten up. Yeah, right. Your shoulders, they don't want to tighten up. And it is a scary, but that's when, like, you learn how to deal with it, especially in the wrestling room
Yeah.
and stuff. We're pushing ourselves to get to that point. But that's like, there's a confidence issue where if you're feeling it, you're like, well, then they definitely have to be feeling it. You know what I mean? And then they push that. But then,
Yeah.
like I said, Randy, but it's a scary feeling, isn't it? Getting that kind of fatigue. And hopefully Holland has it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, like Cub said, he got that right hand that definitely could touch Hamza's chin. But I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Well, I know that, and this fight's getting ready to get started, but that's another one. Then I'm excited. I'm happy to see this Ferguson Diaz fight. I think it's like it's long time in the making, so it's pretty cool that we get to see this. That we get to see this fight. Anything kind of stand out like with Ferguson and like I don't even know how the fight will go. Stand up. I'm not even sure. On the ground, a grappling match maybe. Who knows? Yeah.
You never know with Ferguson, but I will tell you this: we're definitely gonna see some middle fingers, some slaps, some imaginary sand. We're gonna get it all. So I'm looking
He
forward to
said
just
the
watching.
imaginary sand, the pocket sand.
Yeah.
All right, I love it. I love it. We'll definitely have to figure it out. But all right, here we go with Jailton Almeida, Anton Turkaj. I got to do the clock. 1 second. Rounds. Oh. Round 1, round 2. Y'all feel free to dive in and talk over the top as we get ready to watch this fight right here. See, again, I like that.
That front kick, man. Always.
And still.
You know, that's the one thing. Boom, he goes in on a double leg right off the bat to take him
Yep.
down.
That was pretty easy.
That was really easy. And then it's kind of, what are you going to do now? The way, look at how he has him pushed up against the fence like that. He's going to lock up the legs, climb his way. Now he's got to give up his back. And
He's wrist riding, keeping him from getting up on his elbow. Man, I've learned that. We're going with so many wrestlers. They take you down, go right to a wrist ride. So they lock you. You feel like a T-Rex or like this, and you can't post up on your elbow to get up.
right, and then he's trying to throw in a leg. They get that far wrist, and it's a good handle when you go cross body. Get that far wrist control, pull it inside, gives you good leverage. Ironically, he didn't throw any punches right there. He gets the body lock and slams him down. But see, when you get that wrist, the one thing that I do like is now you've got your left hand against Anton's left hand, right? And he's got to try to push up off the mat or block punches, one or the other. I wish it looks like Jelton wants to go for the rear naked choke rather than throw the punches.
Yeah, he should be striking because it's wide open.
I mean, you look at see how that right hand now, like maybe he wants that arm triangle, but with you up against the fence, we need some punches, Randy Brown. We need punches right here.
Yeah, man. When you see the guys that are like really good specialists when it comes to the BJJ, a lot of times they won't throw strikes. They rather take the position over the strike. You know what I mean? Whereas you see guys who learn it at a later stage who are kind of like more strikers, they're always looking to hurt you at every point to open up, you know, the submissions and open up the positions. But this guy's a heavy BJJ guy, so you see that's taking priority.
It is, and the way he's got that leg right in, and I noticed how he switched a couple of times there. See right there. Now
There
he's
we
starting
go.
to throw that right hand, and he has to do it. I wish he would have that wrist control on the other side that we were talking about, right, Cub, and get that arm pushed down, and that way it's 1-on-1. But this poor kid, he's in a blender. He can't get out. This is crazy. That leg switching, throwing those shots. I like it.
It's definitely a mismatch on the ground.
Yeah, for sure. You know what's crazy though, Cub? This guy Turco, I think he has like, I could be wrong, but I think that all his finishes are like, he's 8-0 or 9-0 or something like that, and all submissions. He's like another
Really?
BJJ guy, but I think he's just being outclassed here by a better
Okay.
BJJ guy.
Yeah, and he definitely didn't show any wrestling skills because on that double, he didn't even turn his hips and try to, like get a
Just took it.
whizzer and pick him up. He just bent over and said, "Okay, I'm going down."
Man.
He has done a good job.
Maybe-
Look how easily he just got sucked back right there into that half guard again. I mean, he's been doing a decent job of getting back up, but that's kind of the extent of it. I definitely don't know what he's looking to do, but Jelton is in absolute control right now. Now he's going to push down on that knee, put a knee on the arm.
I think Almeida must be like ridiculously strong though, because when I watched his debut against that former Sambo champion, he was actually taking that dude down and reversing him, and he grinded out the wrestler that had all the credentials. You know what I mean? So shout out to him.
But I like now. Look, he's going to sit here and try to push on and get that full mount. Easily out. There he goes into the full mount. Nice job on the knee. Now he's got to figure out how to posture up. See, then he's going to give up his back.
Oh, it's over.
You would think. I mean, he's getting nice and deep. It's like a damn boa constrictor, just taking his time, nice and slow, locking up this choke. Got to give up his.
Nice switch.
Now, did he get the arm triangle that he was looking for the whole time?
Yeah, he's got a dismount though.
Oh. Now posture up and rip some elbows. Oh, by the way, did you see that Barnett fight in Collier? We all get a chance. Now he gave up the back neck again.
The pleasure, man.
There we go.
It's all over.
That was, and he has all submissions. That was, there's levels to this game, I guess, because like you said, as easy as he took him down right into the mount, and then he was just in trouble. There was nothing he could do, giving up side, one leg ride to the next leg ride, back and forth, and total control, yeah?
Yes, sir.
I like it. Not bad. Well, that was it. And it was nice and slow. Nothing.
I got to see this guy's record record because I don't believe it.
I think he was undefeated. Well, not anymore, but
Oh, Anton? Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
he- Yeah, he was undefeated.
Jelton is, but he's on another level. And again, size wise, just build wise, I mean, he's something. Then he can easily just go up and he fought a heavyweight. He's a tall athlete. He's got the size. I'm quiet. Why am I quiet? Am I? Oh, I don't know. I don't have control over that. I don't think. To my knowledge, I don't think.
there you go.
What was that? Was that better? Am I louder?
Yeah, you're definitely louder now.
Oh, dang. All right. I'm cranking this. I had it all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
All right. Dang, was I that soft? Y'all didn't say nothing. I didn't know. All right. All right. Well, shoot. So that'll be his first time. Look at the size of him. I mean, just look at Jelton when you're just looking at the right there. How much he filled up afterwards. He is massive.
Yeah, he's put together.
Oh, you just figured I was soft spoken, chat? Yeah, right. You know what I mean? There it is. So, go ahead.
What do you guys think about the next fight coming up? Mina Hakeem versus Julian Erosa.
I like it. Go ahead, Cub. What do you think about Dawoodu and Erosa?
I like the fight too. I think early Hakeem's gonna, be doing his thing, but I think Julian Erosa is gonna come on later in the fight. I think he's got the better cardio and he's tough. So yeah, I think it's a tough fight to call. I
Yeah.
think, like I said, if it goes later, I got to go Erosa. If it's early, I got to go Hakeem. So we'll see. What do you guys think?
Explosive punches of Dawoodu, but Erosa is just all over the place. He's my Yakima kid. I'll say Yakima because I'm from Washington, but Yakima, you know what I mean? I love him. I just like his attitude. He just the pressure. And didn't Dawoodu miss weight? Now, why did he miss weight? Is it a conditioning thing? Is it, you always think that in the first place, right? Conditioning must be a little subpar if you don't make weight because you obviously weren't doing your road work or your dieting or something like that. But whatever it is, obviously the explosion side of it. But I don't know. I like that reach, the height, the 6'1",
Yeah.
you know what I mean, of
That's the
Erosa, utilizing those teep kicks. He puts everything together. He's pretty well rounded and he's aggressive. Yeah, Rude boy.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think the height is going to play a big part. I actually have Hakeem picked for early, like Cub Swanson said, but I do think that height is going to play a big factor for Julian Erosa because Julian Erosa is 6'1", whereas Hakeem is 5'8". That's a big difference, So uh, we'll see if Julian can mix it up well with them front kicks up the middle. He has a decent jab. He's a wild card. He's throwing all kind of unpredictable stuff, but we know Mina Hakeem is a straight up kickboxer coming in with hard, explosive shots. So it's all who can implement their game plan first, I think.
How much did he miss by?
I think it was significant. I think it might have been like,
chat. How many was it? 4 pounds? Or
He's one of those guys that I think gets over 170 when he's in the octagon. I think California flagged him for that. Which
Did they force you to go up weight when they do
that? They can't force you, but they can not allow you to compete at that in the state of California. But you could fight anywhere else.
So chat saying, I think not the final, not Hamzat, y'all. Dawoodu, was it 3.5 or 2.5, 2.5 pounds for Dawoodu? No, not Hamzat, chat. It was, I'm trying to figure out. Dawoodu missed weight. I think he missed it by. It might have been. I think it was maybe 2.5 pounds. Let me get these predictions up for y'all, chat, real quick. And there we go. Let's see. All right, we got the predictions up. Erosa and Dawoodu are up. Give me 1 second. I can see y'all can see it. Now, Stu, do you want to make that adjustment or no? Are you all right with that? You guys just keep talking over the top. So I think it was something. I think it was like 3 point that, like 3 pounds or something like that. The Dowd missed it by. So it wasn't. It wasn't. He could have missed. You know what I mean? That's quite a bit.
Anything over a pound is a lot.
Anything over right? Anything over a pound is definitely, especially when you get a pound. So
Yeah.
basically that's 2
Yeah, yeah.
pounds over your weight, right? Well, it was for a
Yeah.
title. So, but and then especially when you blow up. What if you did that? What if you had something where you were only allowed to weigh this much come fight time? I would be mean
They
and
do
say
that.
you're only allowed. You know what I mean? You're only allowed to weigh. You're only allowed to gain 6 pounds. You know what
Things
I
would
mean?
be
Start
really
start
different.
negotiating how this will work.
Yeah.
All right, you missed it by 8 pounds. You're only allowed to gain 4 more pounds by fight time or something. You know? Would you?
Yeah,
be
they
a-
do
would
that
you
in
do
boxing.
that? Do they?
Yeah, they do that in boxing. So I mean, bottom line is they just need to be a little bit stricter with the punishment. I think we should be taking like 50 to 80% of the purse. Like, it needs to be significant. Like, man, don't ever do that again, or switch weight classes.
Yeah.
Because it's ridiculous. It happens too often. The guy ends up winning, and then everyone forgets about it. Like, they there's no repercussions. It's really annoying and unfair.
Yeah, and it's 1 minute, right? Go ahead, Rude
Not
Boy.
not to mention if you're fighting a guy that's not making a ton of money, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'll sacrifice a portion of his purse just to get the advantage over you, you know what I mean? So that's not
Yeah.
fair. Next thing you know,
Yeah.
he's losing what 20%, 15%. He don't give a damn. He'll let that go for the dub, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and it puts the fighter who made weight, who's the professional, right, at a weird position where if a guy misses by 4 pounds, the commission's not going to stop the fight, but because you're still close enough. But that's significant enough to where you're going to be like, man, that's a lot. He's going to put on, if he couldn't lose another pound, he's 4 over. That means he's going to blow up a lot tomorrow, right?
no.
So you have to make a decision, you and your team, should I still fight? And you're like, I went through training camp. I'm here. I made weight. I want to fight. The pressure's on. You probably have friends and family there. And so you look like the jerk if you don't take the fight,
Yeah.
right? You look
That
like
puts you in
it's
in a
not
bad
fair.
situation with the UFC too.
Yeah. So it just every way possible. Missing weight is just unprofessional. You sign that dotted line and do what you say you're going to do. Missing once in your career by like a pound, not a big deal, right? It happens. But like I've said this before with like Charles Oliveira,
Yeah.
him crying about losing his title. It's like, man, I get it. I do. But you've missed weight at least 5 times since you've been with the UFC. So I don't want to hear it. He missed weight against me. He missed weight against multiple people. It's like, yeah, they took your title away. Good for them.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care if you're crying. You should be crying. Maybe that'll help you lose some weight.
About Scalegate. No Scalegate?
I'm
not believing it.
The
Come on.
scale gate making that, what was it like? The scales are different. Like, should you be allowed to test the actual scale, whatever that official scale is, get on it one time? But I understand people start messing with it, so you're not allowed to touch it until you literally get on there, and there's always that little 0.5 or something like that.
Sometimes
You
I
know,
actually
but
had an experience in Brazil when we were in Brazil. When I fought Warley Alves in Brazil, a ton of fighters missed weight, and I remember making the weight. I had because I always bring my own scale and calibrated. Made the weight, went downstairs, got on the scale. They told me I was overweight. I had to go back upstairs, got back on my scale, which was correct, and and made the weight. Still had to cut more weight, get under the weight, go back down, weigh in, and just for them to tell me like, oh, actually the scale was wrong. My bad.
what?
Yeah.
Get out.
Yep.
But I
And
think
that night, a bunch of fighters missed weight, and it came out after that the scale was messed up.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's crazy. And see, and that's on the commission, right? That's their one job.
Yeah.
Well, and
So-
that's it. So, like, allow them to get on whatever the official is. And I understand they don't want people tampering with it. And, you know what I mean? They need to have somebody there monitoring it. But get on the scale. Let them check whatever the quote-unquote official scale is, right? Let me see the official scale. So, like you said, Rude Boy, I can adjust my scale in my room so that I can be as close to, I can kind of monitor, always be a pound under on your scale, no matter what, when you go to that scale, if you can, while you're still sweating. And if you still have it in you to try to drop it off, you know what I mean? And go up. But I do agree with the 80%. You know, and especially where I would really punish people is in the idea of making you weigh in. Like when you show up to the locker rooms, you're only allowed to gain 6 pounds. I'm not going to let you sit there and pig out and gorge and turn into this 25-pound bigger individual. You know what I'm saying? Come fight time. It's like, all right, here's the deal. You get to be 6 pounds. You know, you get to be 6 pounds heavier and just punish him as you sit there eating and, you know, but yeah, the whole weight thing is. I just don't understand is we're waiting for the fights and stuff with a little bit of a delay, but that's the one thing. This one was a lot. But the one thing I was going to say and why people kind of call it this, you know, they were saying that it was set up is just, and I was laughing with it because you just kind of hear people online and everything talking about it, but he wasn't sucked up. No cheekbones. And I heard Aljo saying on his podcast, he had a clip, but that when you looked at Hamzat, there was no cheekbones. You know, he wasn't sucked in. He wasn't all drained out.
Yeah.
And that's usually when they see you like that and you're still 8 pounds over, they're like, okay, you know what? You're getting into some deep water. But he didn't look that way when he got on that scale. So jump in, rude boy. Jump in.
So I'm gonna get into the conspiracy theories with you a little bit.
We gotta have fun with this.
I'm gonna wrap with you with it for a little bit. All right, I'm gonna wrap with you with it. They did say that the dude had Hamzat had a medical issue that the UFC was aware about prior to, correct? All right, I've heard everyone saying that, and all of a sudden there was a short notice bout with D-Rod and Kevin Holland. I mean, that was out of nowhere. Why was it at a catchweight? You know what I mean? Those and Kevin Holland and Hamzat have been beefing for forever, right? Since Hamzat was in the UFC, they've been trolling each other and going back and forth. I mean, it just happened to work out perfectly. Everybody was in the right place at the right time. So I don't know. What if? I don't think that's the case, but I'm
listening to people say it though, right?
I'm just trying to piece it together myself to see. Like, let's see what it is. You know what I mean? What if? What if maybe it was all part of the plan? Because the dude, he didn't look sucked out at all. He looked like he didn't even bother to cut weight. I mean, maybe he was like, you know what, Dana, give me this dude. I want to fight this guy instead. You know, and Diaz didn't want to fight anyway. You know, Diaz, maybe we figured Diaz was going to go in there and throw the fight. You know, I thought Diaz might have just, the fight started and he'll just tap. You know, you just never know.
Remember hearing that one? Hey, do you remember hearing that rumor, though? Do you two remember that rumor? That I heard that rumor that he would just tap. Like, are you ready? You ready? Fight. And he was just going to tap. I heard that. I was like, what? Come on. No way, though, right? It has been the wildest. Cub, I know you're down there. I know you're thinking.
Yeah.
Cub is down. Look at him. Here he goes.
I'm hearing the conspiracies, and I'm like, man, I'm not gonna add to it because.
Oh, I'm not adding. I'm just recognizing
raise the speculations. Yeah, I mean, I definitely found it odd. I found it odd that Hamzat missed by so much, and he didn't seem sucked up. He didn't seem concerned. So I felt like he knew with some time. You know, maybe even put a little weight back on. Who knows? But like I said, I'm not even tripping about it because these fights are way better now. I didn't want to see Nate fight Hamzat. I wanted him and Tony Ferguson seems way better. So
honored.
I'm liking all the matchups better. I'm happy with it. Conspiracy or not, thank you for making the right.
See, now you're right.
Loving it.
Yep, you're right. What I've been saying from the word jump is, it's fun to listen to. Like you hear what people are saying. It's like, man, okay, I could see that. Okay, I could see this. Okay, maybe that. But the reality is, at the end of the day, the card is incredible. I'm so happy it ended up this way. And it's wild. But the only thing I do say is, you know, and what could have fueled it is we still have to figure out the whole idea of that. And I was asking before, but that's the first time a press conference was closed. And we get into some mouthy things. Like I remember, I swear it was Connor, right? And they were lobbing bottles they were throwing from the rafters up top. And, you know, the Diaz team was bottles down and Connor's throwing them up there. And he's like, and, you know, and you got Dana going, Connor, don't do it. And Connor's bouncing around trying to throw things up there at them. And so we've had some chaotic press conferences before, but this one now you start to see the link the leaks and stuff, a little bit of what happened. It's, it's I've never seen it where a press conference was canceled for it. That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately it worked out, in the best because it got tons of hype, and they didn't even have a press conference. So it might have been the most viewed press conference ever. It never
Uh,
happened.
Yep. That's it. I mean, that's the one thing, without a doubt. It has the most. Like, silence is the best thing. You kind of just sit back going, wait, what? And then this is like, wait, what? And then he gets up there and he gets on the scale smiling with 8 pounds. He's like,
Not too
what?
bad. Not too bad.
What?
bad.
And it's
Well,
like,
how about with the winner of Nate and Ferguson? Whoever wins, what's how much upside does that play on their career? What do you guys think they're going to do with that? Because I think it's so significant because both of them need a win really bad. Both of them are big stars in the UFC. It sounds like Nate is going to go his whatever direction he wants to go, but either one of them getting the win, what does that mean? What do you see happening for them after?
I think it's bigger for Ferguson than it is Nate. I think Nate's done. I think Nate wants to go box and go get that boxing money, and
Mhm.
I think Ferguson wants to continue to fight, but he seems like he needs a revigoration or something, for his career because he's been on a downslide. I think so. Maybe
Mhm.
he needs a win. If he gets, I think he can get the win. I have him picked. I think he will get the win, and I think that's going to be massive for his career.
Yeah, I agree.
and if he gets the loss, we get to wish them both all the best, and they
Yep.
both retire and call it a day. I mean, I'm being serious. I don't know,
Yeah.
when it comes to, because Ferguson, my man has been through a lot in his fight game. He has accumulated, he has given, received, and done a lot. I mean, his style, is how much longer can you keep that up? And because these fighters are just getting younger and crazier, in that aspect. And so I don't know. Is it a good time if you get the win? I don't
If he wins,
you
if he
got to
wins,
keep going, right? Or who knows?
he'll bring Connor out of retirement and he'll fight Connor or Khabib, one of those dudes. I think he'll just. I
Yeah.
think that's the play.
Yeah, I mean, if Tony wins, he's gonna cash that in on a big fight. He's gonna use that momentum, and good for him. But yeah, he's definitely slowed down a lot, and I think that's just the way that he trains. And a lot, you guys know, a lot of these guys just beat the crap out of each other every day in the gym, and it's
No,
like
no,
no light days.
nope.
Yeah.
And I think slowly that's going away because people are learning like I'm gonna have a short career, and you actually make more in the sport when you have a long career. So then like shooting to the top really quick
Yeah.
doesn't make you as much money. Taking your time and having those big fights when your money's already climbing is actually smarter. um, I've been fortunate enough to be around a longer time and start to make good money, which
Well,
I
that's
was
it.
back in
I
the
mean,
day,
yeah,
WEC days. It wasn't, I
yeah,
started off making 3-3. Now guys are making, 12-12, 14-14 in their debut. I started 3-3. So
yeah.
it's we started way lower.
I'm so
And
old school. I was going for free and $750 my first UFC. So I'm gangster. You know what I mean? I got $750 my first UFC. I thought, yeah,
Dang.
because it was a draw. So I don't know how we got like a quarter of it. So it's cool. But
Oh, okay.
we've come a long way, But no, I do get it, and that is, and because and this is, but you're an icon now. That's the thing, Cub, and it's a fact. I mean, you've been around your fights, what you've done. You are literally an icon. Having that longevity had to have. I mean, because you've had some incredible fights that were earlier in your career that maybe people didn't appreciate, but the compilation of all of your fights as you keep going. I mean, you're Cub Swanson. That's what I mean. You're a damn icon. It's no
Well,
that's
thank you.
no, but I mean that's a
Well,
fact, and that's having that long career like that is I'm sure has to attest to that. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. And one of the things that helped me learn that was I had some bad injuries early in my career. I had my whole left side of my face broken in training from
Oh,
a knee from a training partner who was being an asshole. So I all my family was like begging me to retire, and this was when the WC transitioned to the UFC, and I had to have reconstructive surgery, and I got plates in my face, and I had to have my jaw wired shut. So after that, I started telling coaches like, "Oh, go another round." I was like, "Nah, I'm good." Like I will
Mm,
train, I will spar on the days that I feel good, and I will spar the people that I want to spar.
yep.
And I'm not trying to like go in and like demand things because I'm not that guy. I just know that don't question my toughness because I got here by being tough.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
not question my toughness. Let's be smart about the way they train, about the way I train. And for you to coach me, we need to be a collaboration where we work together. Don't tell me what to do because I'm a grown man and I'm tough and I've been here, like I know. So I want to be pushed, but we're gonna do this together. Yeah, I've
I
been to
love it.
gyms and I've seen guys like little guys getting thrown against big guys and getting
It's
hurt,
it's a
getting
Gym
rat
hurt,
Wars
and I'm
race.
seeing them, I'm seeing them rocked, and they're telling them, "Get up
going
or
for
you
the
go
finish.
home, you wuss." And I'm like, "What? He's
Yep.
concussed. He shouldn't get hit in the head for 2 weeks at least. Like, just don't even like you guys abuse that kid right now. Like, why would you throw him back in there? Yes, the guy that he's going against needs rounds. Find somebody else because
Yeah,
you're damaging this guy. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like, you can't damage a potential prospect because you have somebody like a current champion in your gym and you don't care about everybody else. Like, you have to treat everybody with respect, and at some point, these coaches are going to have to take responsibility for their fighters having brain damage or whatever down the road, and you need to say, I shouldn't have made that guy spar every day, you know?
yes,
100.
Uh,
Well, I'm with
yeah,
you, and that's the biggest thing is because when you get rocked in a fight, what is it? 60 days, 120 days, 60,
yeah,
wait, 120 for the cut, 60 of no contact, and that's what happens. And I tell people all the time is it's the practices where you'll get
yeah,
blasted, and guess
we
what?
get hurt.
I'll see you back 2 days later. Guess what? You're right back sparring again because you think it's some kind of a toughness thing, and you're proving
yeah,
something. But it's like you're not letting your brain. I tell people all the time is you need to pay attention to practices. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
that's where a lot of things happen when you're coming back because you're coming back every week. But if you do it in a fight, it's obvious. We get suspended. There's nothing we can do. We're not allowed to throw down, you know what I'm saying, for
yeah.
however many days. But in practice, and that's one thing. The coach, it's a hard line because the coach isn't actually allowed to tell the fighter, "Well, I pay for my membership here. I
But
can't,
the
you're
coach
not a
has
medic
to.
and you got that. Go ahead, Rude.
Yeah.
Huh?
The coach has to equip the fighter with the tools. What I've realized is a lot of guys, while we have the trend of fighters not sparring anymore, which is horrible, is also the other side is the coaches don't equip the guys with the tools before they start sparring.
A
So
hundred.
they create all these
A
bad
hundred.
habits and they lead with
Mhm.
toughness. And then next thing you know, they're sparring every day. And next thing you know, man, I got a headache. You're getting cooked by some fucking dude that has the fundamentals and the actual skill set, because he's took his time to build to that point where he can spar twice a week. Right. And now we're throwing in these young kids with no tools, just some tough wrestler, and they're leaning on their toughness and they're sparring every day and just getting cooked.
Yeah.
And that's what leads to dudes having issues.
So I
So
like
I
judges,
got
that.
the coaches need to take responsibility.
Yes, yes, and I got more to add to that, but this fight is going to be a banger. So let's
Yeah, we're
let's get back into this
diving
one.
in. I like it though. But see, again, look at the size of a Rosa. You don't really notice it when you, like I said, when you're looking at the way they size up. But then you watch him out there in the fight. He fills up nicely. Dowdu seems to be doing all right, but that range and just that open style oh man, I forgot the clock. Dang it! All right, you guys jump in, but I
All
forgot
good.
about the clock. Chat next round. I forgot about that part. All right, I was so into the conversation, I forgot. Y'all just dive in on the fight. I apologize.
I'd like to see a Rosa like just doing more volume. He's trying right now. He's trying to stay on the outside and go tit for tat with them, and I don't think that's a smart game plan.
I like when he keeps, utilizing that Derek going to try to spin, but see how Dowdu, he lets you know as soon as you get in range, he's going to throw the combination. And that's the big thing is you start, again, one punch at a time, but you got to get those combinations, especially if you're Rosa and utilize. See how Dowdu's going to get more and more confident, in my opinion, and he's going to start getting in there. And he's going to start getting close enough soon as he's walking him down. Rosa's got to do something here to kind of back him up and make him second guess, you think?
Yep. Yeah, what I'm always saying is like when there's close fights and everyone's like, oh, I don't know who's going to win. It always comes down to, well, whoever imposes their game plan is going to win, and that's easier said than done. Nice check hook. But if whoever imposes their game plan is going to have the upper hand, it's going to flow in their way, and they're most likely going to win the fight. So you got to from the opening bell, you got to start working on what you want to work and not what the other guy is good at.
Yes.
And that's that one again. You see how Dowdu's walking him in with the roses. It's just little things, right? And they're always. It's just the momentum. You got him flinching, utilize. See, it's almost like he was waiting for it after he just missed with that jab or the kind of that hook issue right there. He was almost waiting to get countered by Dowdu. But and then he's doing that teep kick. Dowdu's patiently kind of waiting for him. You got to set up some feints, maybe some movement. There you go. Lead hook, right hand, something like that to second guess him. But if you look at the momentum of Dowdu, he's still coming forward confident. You got to try to derail that a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, Cub, you mentioned making sure you get your game plan off first, right? And establishing your big right hand.
Big right hand, Rosa.
Oh man,
here
he's
we
gonna
go.
swarm him now.
Combos.
He needs to stay in the fire though. He shouldn't back out.
Oh, he tried to step
close.
back. He tried to bounce out and bounce in with that elbow real quick. Caught him into that over-under position. I like it.
I wanted to ask you something, right? How do you establish your game plan, knowing I have a plan? How do you be first to understand, like, all right, make sure you're the one establishing your game plan. You're the one to execute your game plan. If you have a guy in front of you that's obviously just as eager to get his game plan off like you are.
Yeah, well, it just depends on what their game plan is, and you usually know by watching tape, right? Like they always come forward, or they usually go side to side, or they kind of stand right there and they're just waiting for you. So if the guy's standing and waiting for you, then you're gonna be faking, and then he's gonna show you, like you fake, and then he's gonna show you, oh, I was just loading up my right hand. Now he's giving you a map of what he plans to do, so now you can counter the counter. If a guy's moving left and right, you're gonna start throwing kicks high, left and right, kind of keep them narrow. There's a lot of little things that you do. If you have a speed advantage over somebody, you're going to want to be faking and then double jabbing and inside leg kick. That's the fastest way to touch somebody, right? So you are touching first. You're accumulating points. And basically, I learned that from Julio Diaz, old boxer that I trained with, and he was like, Cub, the most important round is the first round. He's like, it doesn't look like much is happening, but that's when you're letting the guy know this is how the fight is going to play out. And I'm establishing it, and this is how the fight's going to go out the rest of the time. So the first round is the most important to get the strikes off that you want. Set the tone, set the traps. If you want a big overhand, you start ducking,
Rosa's teeing off from that. Rosa's utilizing it right now. See, now he's coming forward. Nice double knee to the face, throwing those hooks on the outside, overwhelming Dowdu. But see the aggression. I like the aggression of coming forward and just overwhelming Dowdu. What a round. What a round. But I like what you said, Cub, and that kind of goes back to what I was always talking about, and I tell people all the time is, rude boy if I may, which is little things, right? You're pushing that rock up the hill, and it's little steps, little inches of pushing this rock up this hill, and that's like your foot movement. Make sure you establish your movement. How do you want to move, right? Are you reactionary, moving from based on what they're doing? Are you taking over and circling, moving forward, and then you start adding in feints? You know what I mean? Your shadow puppets, like look at this, throw those big bombs in the process, and then you start to get them to move. Now it's okay, and you start taking their mind away from their game plan, and you start realizing they're looking at your game plan because you start getting them to flinch. What are they doing? They're worried about you. That knee was sick. surfed by Rosa, but you're worried about you, right? What that does is starts building up your confidence, like Cub said, in that first round. And so now you start adding in that feint, pop, pop, pop. Okay, these are landing. You know what I mean? But I think it's his, and once that rock gets over the hill and it starts going downhill, good luck stopping it, right? They got to do something to really do it. But that's what that first round is, that first minute, that footwork, and establish that footwork. Your foot on the outside, little things, your shoulder, you know what I mean? It's those little things, those little puzzles, pieces. You know what I mean?
Nice. Hey, chat, I'm sorry, man. I know y'all trying to watch this fight. I got two OGs in front of me. I got to try to get something while I'm here.
Oh, no, we're here to talk, man. We're here to talk. That's the one thing we learned now is we'll rap about the fight. We'll rap about this in between. So that was the last time Cub and I did a watch along. It was so much fun kind of conversing, talking about the fight. And so we're not just like the fight's doing this. We're talking about the fight, but we're having a conversation to process. So that's
dropping some knowledge.
Yeah, you got to drop it. So it's sick because I like to know what's going on in the youngster's mind, you know what I mean, with the rude boy and understanding. And I like to see the wily veteran over there, you know, Cub Swanson. I'm going to pick all y'all's brain. I can't help it. I forgot. I remembered the clock this time, but it's round 2. But y'all just got to talk over the top of me. But a roasted definitely but so kind of like, let's look at this in this round here. And you look at how he roasted. Now he's kind of stepping forward. In that first one, he was kind of frozen, right, Rude Boy? And he was kind of sitting back and waiting to react a little bit on what Dawodu was doing. Now he kind of he's found it. His movement has started setting things up. He's still going after that teep kick. He's still landing now, but his punches, and he knows that right hand is landing.
He's way more comfortable now. You can see how close the fight is taking place at a much closer place now because they're both, at least Rosa is forcing that because he's more comfortable with the timing and what he's able to do.
Yeah, when you're a volume striker like a Rosa is, you just need to touch. That's why I was saying early on the fight when he was standing at a greater distance and they were trying to battle point for point, that's not going to benefit him. He needs to push forward. He needs to touch. And once he started moving forward, he's been dominating the fight.
Adding in those counter shots, and that's the biggest thing, right? Is the guy might be throwing just one punch, and you notice, and then you got to worry about those counter shots that are coming back, those 3-4 punches coming back the other side, the slipping off to the side, the leg kicks, both of them. Dawodu's starting to pick it up a little bit, but see, look at those combos. Oh, Dawodu, it's almost like he's forcing Dawodu to start throwing more punches. You know what I mean? In his offense.
A lot of people don't realize too, like when you're touching somebody, and you guys know what I mean. When you touch someone, you're not really fully extended and trying to hurt them. You're just trying to touch them, and it still stings, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a flick. But what it does is it allows you to not overcommit, right? So if a guy like Hakeem is trying to counter you with a power shot, and I touch you, but I'm not moving so much to where I can move. If you throw that big shot, I could touch you, move, and then throw power, right?
Yep.
So you can counter the counter.
Yeah,
and
100%.
That's very hard to do, but when you do it, that's how you break people.
Oh, Rosa got him to fall back, and Rosa's got the figure 4. Chat has his back down. Who's fighting? But I get what you're saying. No, Cub, that's exactly it. And it's almost like you bait him. You flip it out there, but you're keeping your position. You know how when people do it is they punch so hard they take themselves out of position. Then you're in trouble. But you flick it and you stay in position. You're really building up this. You've got this kitchen sink sitting back here, and you feint it, and then you wait for that because you know it's coming. Whew. Ha! And then you're able to come back and land that big shot, bomb, bomb, bomb. And it's a fun game to play because it allows you to not get caught up in the nerves and the quote-unquote tunnel vision and stuff, right? Having those little things is what I've always used to help me with the footwork and stuff. The little things to kind of keep you so you don't overwhelm yourself. You go out there right off the bat, I got to go out there and land a big shot, and it doesn't happen. You're like, I'm losing. You got to keep it simple, right?
Yeah. It also helps you to relax. You know, you go out there and you want to hit someone hard. You're flexing the whole time. You get tired like that instead of like, man,
squeeze this here.
You know what's funny? Like sometimes I was just talking about this the other day. Like you can disrupt the guys who don't like getting hit, right? You don't have to hit them hard. Like they'll be ready to wound up to just hit you with this big shot, and you just stop. Especially as a long guy, you just touch them, you disrupt them. They just kind of like, you're like, you're easy to disrupt. And then I just start touching them, pop, 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 pop. And they just kind of like, And
Yeah.
every now and again, I just sneak a bomb in, boom,
Right.
and then just keep touching, tap, 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 boom, tap,
Well,
tap,
you know what it is? You'll have that coach. You'll have your coach. Pop, pop, bang. Pop, 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 bang. You know, and what people don't, that's it, right? Light, pop, pop. Or you'll be like, bang, bang, go, you know, and you'll have your rhythm when you're talking. Pop, 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 bang, bang, bang. And they'll be like, pop, 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 and you'll get it. You start letting it. It's awesome. The rhythms and stuff.
I always tell people to do that on the bag. Like, don't hit the bag 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2. Whoop. You know, like I change my power shot all the time. It's
Hide
not
it,
going to be
right?
on the
Hide it
two.
in there.
Like, yeah. I change it so it's never the same tempo, never the same beat. That way, my opponent can't read my rhythm.
Mm.
You know, you got to change the beat on them.
Yep, I love that. Putting that work in there, moving with that heavy bag. Pop, pop, bang, bang. Pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop as you move off. And see, now you got it stuck in my head. Now I get all nostalgic.
Dude, yeah, I put on like certain songs, man, are the right rhythm, and I'm just like, oh yeah,
My
all right.
man.
And I can groove on the bag by myself. Like don't talk to me. I'm just gonna do 10 rounds on this bag.
You give me a big uppercut bag, and I'll sit there all day and have fun with that because you're working on the ones you dig. Keep those punches light, and that's always been my favorite one is the uppercut bag because you can just start digging in there and you step off to the side, throw those hooks, and you know what I mean. Get in close, keep your head kind of pushed right on the bag, and the headset's going, the music's rolling. That's my bag, man. You give me on that uppercut bag, the big one. I'll have just a blast on that thing.
I like the little water bags. The small ones that because they swing, so I'm just moving and I constantly am walking, changing my footwork, so that way if my opponent ever runs away from me, I can throw all my combos while my feet are moving. Well, I don't have to be so structured. I'm like, nah, come back here.
What do you think about that? I think that footwork is such a lost art in mixed martial arts, and it's so underutilized. We never talk about it. The ability to fight going backwards, the ability to step around people's bodies, the ability to just have good feet. And not to knock anyone else, but I feel like being elusive is completely different from having a solid fundamentals of good footwork. You can be elusive all you want, right? That doesn't mean you have good footwork. Having good footwork is being able to set things up and always in position and being able to step around people's body, get inside rear, and making people miss with your head movement. I think this is so underutilized in MMA. What do y'all think?
Oh
yeah, for sure. For sure. And we're at a point now where if you're not learning both stances right now, you're about to be behind because I'd say we're at like 30-40% of guys can fight both stances now. And it's going to carry over to boxing. It's taking longer. But with like Terrence Crawford and guys like that, it's only going to like the next generation. I tell all my guys, you better learn both stances right now. Don't talk about this. Like you could have your dominant side, but you have to learn both because this game is evolving too quickly. And we do it so much where we train that we don't even call it like orthodox and southpaw. We call it open and closed stance. If you're going against somebody who's the opposite stance, it's open. If you both have the same stance, it's closed. Because when you keep switching back and forth, it gets confusing talking about. So we have to have a whole different verbiage for it. Open and closed stance. And yeah, that's the evolution of fighting is being able to switch back and forth right in front of people.
Yes, I agree.
And the biggest thing that doesn't get taken away, and I always tell people, is you go watch like a young Mike Tyson and things like that, the way you utilize the retracting of your punches will help you with your movements as you circle around somebody. And you can get into a tight circle and just unleash a fury of shots, uppercuts, boom, and it will all work together. You're not going against yourself. You know what I mean? When people understand the rhythm of defense and throwing punches and turning off to the side and stuff, it all goes together when you get that rhythm. You can get a nice tight circle around somebody. And I mean, again, you just turn on that music and just start working on those rhythms, learning how to dance and understand how to do that. But you watch people how they can hop and cut those angles, and there's still a lot of straightforward and straight backwards in this thing. And if you can start getting people where they just start ripping circles, you know what I mean? And as they're punching and throwing their offense, it'll just be, it's crazy when you see it.
Yeah, definitely. See what we just did, Randy? We got We got Jen's all hyped up. He's got the itch. I can see it. He's already like, man,
You see,
I can
he's
do one
moving
more.
right there.
I can
He's
do one
moving.
more.
He's
I'm
bobbing
always
and
in my
weaving.
chair doing that. That's how the old man stays in there. The old man, I do a lot of rounds in my chair when we with this chat. We do a lot of talking. I never get out of the chair, but I'm in this chair moving, just kind of. But it is though, that's the one thing. Like right here, some it's just you just don't see a lot of. I always tell people, just get out there and run a full circle, move around. And we had that lady, that girl that was boxing earlier. She was the national champion. She got beat. Earlier on the
Danielle
card.
Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf.
Yeah.
And she just, no circling of any kind, none. And she was even circling into the power. And it wasn't because she was trying to circle into her power hand. She was literally circling into power. And it's like, the footwork is so much fun learning that stuff, in the process. Nice takedown by Arosa, but having that footwork, learning where he's so good at footwork, almost like a Prince Nassim Ahmed. And you can sit there and you can make people flinch and you haven't even thrown a punch. Hot. You know what I mean? It's like, boom. And it seems like excessive, but it's a lot of fun in the process. You know what I mean? And you get out there and start moving like that in the fight, and it's just, it's a lot of fun. And you start seeing that in there, it'd be really cool.
Yeah, man. The wrestling takes priority over everything in this sport these days. So people don't really look for the fine intricacies in the stand-up arts anymore. It's just more so just got your meat and potatoes and we're ready to go. You know what I mean? So it's easy to overlook all that stuff. So,
but learning how to punch in that clinch, like I said, getting that uppercut bag. I've got the aqua bag, the bigger one, like you said, Cub. The smaller one, you have the bigger one, and just learning how to beat them up inside and keep those busy hands inside as you're stepping those angles, ripping downstairs, upstairs, up the middle. See, I'm getting worked, but it's. But that's like, it's definitely a lost art. The way that you can beat up the uppercut bag, it's impressive.
What I always tell my guys, because they come with me to the boxing gym and they're like, man, I'm like, why didn't you go to the body? Like I told you, they're like, nothing landed. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter because you're going to struggle. And if you land one body shot on a good boxer that has such a tight, defense, and you learn how to get one or two in, trust me, next time you go spar an MMA guy and they got their hands up like they did some Muay Thai gym, like some, fake Muay Thai gym. Yeah, well, this is how you fight. And their elbows are all high. Body
Let's get
shots
those hands moving. This is what we're looking for.
Yeah, those body shots are going to be money for you. It's like you practice on somebody who has really tight defense, and then somebody's got their hands way up. You're going to light up their body. Trust. And when you light up their body, their gas tank goes.
Arosa with the good 3 rounds, push the pace. See, I like how he picked it up. Total strikes 263 to 173. Man. But when he just decided to let it go, that first round was awkward. But then from that point on, Arosa got in there and he just made it. He made it. You know what I'm saying? He just made it a fight. He's picking it up. Whoever said that, dude. So what is it? Happy birthday, Cub. What?
Not my birthday.
What? Do we have to Google?
Rose. Damn, he just cooked my parlay right there. So there's that. That was the last one. That was the last guy to do it on the parlay. Akeem.
Oh, man.
All right, Arosa.
But it's Arosa. Arosa is nasty. He's all over the place. Look at it.
I didn't know too much about him. I should have did better research on him.
Oh, so now and now we get ready. Okay, I don't even care, y'all. Johnny Walker, Kudalava, and Walker. That right there is going to be.
Will it go the distance?
With Walker and Kudalava, I don't know if it's allowed to. I mean, is it even allowed to? I feel like I got set up on that. Now I have to look it up. All right, Cub, when is your birthday?
Mine? Yeah. In November.
Is it November?
Yeah.
All right, because why is chat doing that? They're trying to get me to sing, Cub. They love that's what I thought. Okay, so November. November 2. You almost had me singing, chat. You're fired. Fired. You know what I mean? They're like, sing it. They knew it too. I was like, heck no. I don't believe you.
They're just trying to get you looking silly.
They certainly were. Certainly were. Man, my voice alone will make me look silly, but otherwise, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. Johnny Walker, Kudalava, what do y'all think? Oh, they're both coming off a loss though. Yes. All right.
It's hard to pick Johnny in this one, man. It's tough.
Kudalaba's just such a mean feller. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but I don't know how Johnny's gonna hold. And I hate talking the whole chin talk because people kind of just go overboard with that. But in this situation, I truly just don't know.
Okay, you see
Kutalaba's
they're
pressure
showing
is
it?
too much.
Are you
Yeah,
seeing
that was
that
the
little clip that
kick.
they're letting go?
Promo.
Then Nate comes in, pops everybody with the water bottle, and calls it.
Like why? What was what why
Look
did
at
that
sliding
happen?
water bottles. That's
It was like, y'all not gonna steal this show from me.
oh, I love it. They're always throwing water bottles. At least they're hydrated. You know what I mean? That was a different ordeal right there. That was crazy. Shemaev, see right here. I don't even know. See, look at the way he's. I don't know. He looks like he cut weight. All right, so now we've got Kudalaba and Walker. There we go. The predictions chat. Predictions are up. But I like it. Oh, it's just so good. I'm pumped. And the leech in there. So yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun, chat. A lot of fun.
Who do you guys got winning this next fight?
Kutalaba.
Do you?
Yeah.
I gotta see Johnny Walker's got to do something. I want him to use his reach. He's 6'6". I want to see him use that range, use that reach.
It's hard to learn. You
Kudalaba
have
got
to
to get
learn that
inside and
overnight.
throw those bombs. Kudalaba got a bomb. Where you at, Cub? What are you thinking?
I was thinking Walker is gonna come back and because he kind of went on a little bit of a downturn after showing up, but yeah, I didn't like what he was saying about getting off CBD. Was like, wasn't he saying that something
Yeah, that
about
was
CBD?
weird, man.
Yeah, I was stupid.
Yeah.
CBD does not make you lazy. I was like, he must have been smoking a lot of weed or something. That like I could see that, but to say CBD,
He
that
said
that
his
was
brain in particular doesn't work well with it. And my thing is, I was asking on my show the other day, I was like, so was this like something a doctor told you and you went and saw a neurologist, or was this just straight up bro science? Like, you know what, bro? Like it got to be the CBE. I'm not feeling it. I don't know.
yeah.
So wait a minute. He was saying the CBD was making him tired and lethargic.
Yeah, and
Like,
paranoid.
Yeah.
Did anybody
Yeah,
tell
and
him?
he said that for 2 years. It's like, well, why were you still taking it?
Why
What?
would you?
Like,
Why are you waiting so? What? For 2 years,
Yeah,
it's been
it
making me sleepy and tired. You sure that wasn't THC? I don't.
Yeah.
You got to look at that label. 1% CBD, 99% THC. I can see where you're getting sleepy. But even that, like you said, if the first couple of times I take something that makes me groggy, guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. You know what I mean? It won't be 2 years later. I don't necessarily know if I need 2 years to be like, you know what? This just ain't good. This just ain't good for me. It's not working.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't even know he said it, but well,
Yeah, I never like stuff like that because that just sounds like a lame excuse. Like what I always tell people is like fighters, right? We build this thing up in our mind of like we're the toughest, right? Like you have to believe you're the best.
got to.
That's why we do it. Like you have to have that mentality. Well, then when you lose, what happens? You either have to make drastic changes to get better, or you have to make an excuse of why.
Rationalize it.
You have to make some kind of rationalization of why you lost. Sometimes it's blaming it on something ridiculous, and it works for them because they just need to put it behind them. But that means that you didn't address the problem. So that made me worried. Just that excuse was like, okay, are you going to come back better, or did you make an excuse and you're going to come back and look like shit again?
I agree.
That's what
I
I'm
don't
worried
think
about.
based off of that alone, I don't think he did the work. I think he's going to be the same exact fighter, just throwing random shit like you said earlier. A guy like that with all that potential, he has a plethora of tools and he has, the physicalities to be able to do these things. But is he with the right coaches? Is he in the right state of mind to be able to sharpen these tools and sharpen his attributes. With that statement alone tells me no.
Well, that's it. If you have that excuse, right? And that's what happens. The older fighter, you'll start to notice when the older fighter starts running into that moment where they start, like, what's happening? They start losing. They start having. They're step off things. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to start looking for a different camp. They're going to start looking for different people because they just need to try to change things up, right? So you start seeing that. So it's got to be that. Maybe that's what's not motivating. Then they'll dig into maybe the coaching. Then this happened, and you sit there and you try to find these, like, okay, what is happening? And unfortunately, people are like, it's time, dude. Time is just telling you it's done. But you're like, no, it's not yet. It's not yet. It's got to be the coaches. It's got to be, and you'll kind of go through this checklist. I was eating this. I was doing this. I was on this. Okay, and when those things get away, and then when that don't work, okay, well, then it's your fault. Now maybe it's your fault. I wasn't doing this. And you start, and then you'll kind of run out of things of, those excuses. And you're like, damn, it was me. It was me. Yeah. And that's what they always say. And it kind of sucks because when you have that one foot out the door, so to speak, right? And sometimes the crowd will make the excuses for you. The critics will have that excuse for you, like you're too old, and you start buying into that. You already have a foot out the door. So when shit starts hitting the fan, you're like, you tried, but you're already out the door. You know what I mean? Where when you were a youngster and you were in your game, there was no turning back. There was no, I'll train outside in the snow every day with my coach on the telephone. I don't care. I'll still go. You know what I'm saying?
Back in my day.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? You'll do whatever. You'll push yourself and you'll make that drive and you'll do what it takes. And then your coaches and stuff like that. And then as things start to kind of hit that rocky road and you start getting those losses, you kind of look around like, some fighters, like, they don't look within. Other people look, they're like, okay, it's your fault. I got to make a change. Normally, the first thing is, what am I eating or what am I doing? It's a weight thing. Then you got people wanting to do it. That's why I said, I love how you said you want to challenge yourself. See, I love that. Other people like, I'm just, you know what? They're just too damn big. So then we're going to go down. And then the same thing happens because, right, they didn't fix what it was. It was them. And then it's the diet. Then it's the coaching. And then it's and you kind of see that thing kind of that happens a lot with fighters that are kind of making their way out the out the game. And
for me, I always allow myself to
I love hearing
like talk to my training partners. I always want them to feel like they could tell me anything. Like, am I sucking? Like, am I not training hard? Tell me. Like, and then when I keep myself open to suggestions from people. Some people just want to talk, and they'll say something, but then I look for people to say the same things. If let's say 4 out of 6 people,
about it.
Yeah, 4 out of 6 people say the same thing. Well, I'm going to lean towards that's probably the most logical thing, and I'm going to listen to that, right? One person says something off the wall, you're like, okay, they're just wanting to talk. But if people are giving me feedback and it's the same, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I am going to work on that, and I think sometimes fighters just have too much ego and they don't want to hear it. And I'm the champ. I don't need to, they don't want to be wrong.
Got to empty your cup. Got to do it. It's the only way.
You run it down. Well, you run down, and that's the other thing. And then you run into, and the other part is getting them and being around the same people and knowing, hey, hit me. They start apologizing. They're like, oh my, this is the legend Cub Swanson. This is, this is legend James Pulver. It's like, no, I don't need that. I don't want to be I want to be in there, and I need dog fights. I need you to give me these dog fights, and like they always say, if you're the best one in the gym, you got a problem. I don't want to be the best. I want to get my butt kicked every day, as well. I don't want to be this. If I decide practice is over, okay, practice is over. No, it's not. That's a test. You failed. You failed miserably, coach. That is not over. You cannot be here no more. I cannot have you. You need to tell me. And I always tell you, if I'm not complaining and I'm not crying, then you're not doing a good job, because I'm going to hate you and call you names. But that's right. That was I hate you, coach, as you're running your sprints, and then you're telling them thank you so much later, right?
Yeah, 100%. All right, I got to take a timeout, guys. You guys keep talking. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick.
You know what's cool is but I like to go to other gyms, like And sometimes I go to a boxing gym. The best place to get a lot of good sparring, I think,
Ooh, straight
not like
boxing.
consistently, but just straight boxing. Just
Yep.
go to the boxing gym because that's the real feel. That's where you're gonna learn the truth about you.
You 100%.
All right? 'Cause
You
them
100%.
young
I was
kids,
up there in Chicago, and they
they
were
don't give
lining
a
up. They were jumping
damn.
in.
They're like, oh, you're a UFC fighter? Okay.
Oh
They don't
yeah.
give a damn.
They want it. They're gonna go extra on you, rude boy,
Yep, and they're gonna
because you're
go
UFC.
hard. They are gonna scrap. And these kids, they don't know nothing about no MMA, none of that. They scrap, and this is what they
They
do.
don't know clinching. They don't know wrestling.
Nope.
That clinching is illegal. You know what I mean?
And they are throwing hands, boy, fast, and they're setting you up, and it's
100%.
so clean. And I live there. I live there because if you can deal with that, on top of obviously the other things that
Of
we
course,
do in
of
our
course,
game,
but you
if you
still.
can incorporate that in your game and bring that into the octagon, a lot of these dudes are not seeing those angles, man. They're not seeing the punches coming. They're just not really equipped to deal with it. So I think that's massive.
Dude, I love that you just said that because that's 100%. You want to get into wrestling, we can head over to the college wrestling room, and it's
Yep.
going to be a lot different
Same thing.
than being at
It's
the
gonna be so
MMA,
different.
being at
In
the
the
MMA
MMA
room. You
wrestling,
know what I'm saying? And
100%.
when I was up there in Chicago, when I popped into that Windy City, boy, I was like, you know, it was no, it wasn't. It was I don't remember the name. But anyways, they were up there, Sam Colonna and them. They couldn't wait. They were lining up, and I was like, man, they were diving in. They couldn't,
Yep.
and I was like, and they're going one round apiece. And what was weird is they all had their own promoters and stuff. Like everybody had their own little pad holder, their own coach. Like there was a whole bunch of different quote unquote teams inside this boxing gym. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Everybody
Everyone got
had
their
their
coach.
boxer, and their guy'd be like, "Can he get 2 rounds?" Well, unfortunately, I was the MMA guy, and everybody's
Nah.
like, "We want." So they're all lined up to box me. I was like, "What?" You know what I mean? So I'm 6, 7 rounds in, going. But like you said, the movement and the way that they punch and the way that they look at boxing more than the way that they look at moving is entirely different if you don't come from that world, right? And that's
Yep.
why I tell anybody, it's for get in there. That's why I went pro at one point just to get my hands better. When Dwayne Ludwig knocked me out, I learned really quick. You know what? My hands aren't what I thought they were because he hit me with that clean right hand, and it was something. It was a thing of beauty. And he split me. He dusted me. I was knocked out, but I was fighting for like a minute and a half. You know what I mean? Point is. So I was like, because I couldn't get into amateur boxing because I was already quote unquote pro, I didn't have that. I had to go pro as a boxer. And I was up there in Chicago, and Kelowna and them, they just threw me in there. And those guys, they couldn't wait. And just get in with the hunger, just like in the wrestling room. You get in there in the wrestling room with those college kids right now, and they know who you are, and they watch you on TV, get ready
Gunning.
to try to survive. You're going to learn how to wrestle. You're going to learn quick, you know?
Yep.
And that's what I
100%.
love. Same thing, you get into a jits gym and you got to throw on a gi. It was the most painful thing I ever went through, rude boy. Literally, I'm like, stop pulling on my clothing. You know, I was like,
Like,
stop
you're trying to
this.
get 'em off.
Oh, it made me want to cry. It made me want to cry. I couldn't believe it, you know. But those are the things that were driving me nuts. But at the same time, you need those. Even if you can do it just for a couple times, it'll open up your eyes so you realize what you do want to start working on in your MMA gym. You know what I mean?
100%. Typically, we get comfortable just doing what we do, and we get into routine.
Yep.
Best way I say to get out of that routine, you think you're good at something, go see a specialist.
I love it.
That's it. You think you're nice, go see a specialist.
Go
Let's
see
how
a
nice you are,
specialist.
right?
Oh,
And then you
I love it.
realize you're like, oh, I need work. Right? And that's it. That just changes things a little bit, switches it up a little bit for you. No, I like that.
I love it. And then same thing in a Thai gym. I mean, it is. Oh man, you know, it's like I said. I'd love that. I'd love that. Just go into the gym and spar with them, and they're waiting for you. They'll line up, boy. They'll be like, "Oh, you coming in here?" Because they've already got something to prove. You know what I mean? I'm going to show you that
100%.
MMA boxing ain't this real boxing. And
It's
don't
a
get into that. Don't get into
whole
with them
different
Thai
world.
fighters because they're going to show you a whole nother level. You know?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I know. Cub knows all about it because
Yes, he do.
I study his game a lot, you know, coming up, and I know, and I've seen him with Timothy Bradley and hanging out with those dudes. So I already know what it is. I know he's been in the boxing gyms and he's putting in the work with putting in the pain with them dudes. But going in the boxing gym and getting that boxing work as an MMA fighter is so valuable, so valuable.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people are not equipped to go do that because it's serious work.
It's humbling,
It's
and they don't
serious
want to be
work,
humbled.
right?
That's
And
it's humbling.
guys don't want to do it, and they're like, let me not do that because I don't want to get hurt. And then you just suffer in silence. Then
The first thing you think is like, how could somebody so skinny hit so hard?
I'm telling you, man.
Any boxer, you're like, damn, that guy
The
doesn't
way
even
they
have any
whip
definition.
the way they whip that shot, I tell anybody, it'll change the way you look at life. I thought it, like, he hit me so hard in the forehead, I thought it broke my tailbone. I was like, what? It went down my, I was like, oh my Lord.
Man.
And so you're going to learn really quick to guess where those hands go right now, and 100% out and 200% back. I mean,
in MMA, we look at the guys, we see the Jack guys, the Yo Romeros of the world. Not to say these guys aren't beasts, these guys are animals, but we see those guys and we're like, oh man, like this guy looks crazy. He's a specimen. But then you look at the little skinny dude, man. Like look at Adesanya versus Costa, how that played out, right? You're looking at it. All you need is that accuracy. You know what I mean? You just need to know how to punch. And I think
know how to flip that shot out there like whipping a towel.
Man. Muhammad Ali said that the hardest punch he's ever been hit by, it was Tommy Hearns in a sparring match. He said, and Tommy Hearns is what, like 4 weight classes underneath him. He said Tommy Hearns hit him so hard. He was like, man, I'll never ever forget that. And that was it. They was just playing around and sparring. So if you know how to punch properly, I think that's just invaluable, man.
You learn how to snap that shot, learn how to turn those hooks over, and it goes back like Cub was saying. You start with those light shots to set things up, and every now and then, without even changing the frame of your body, boom, you just drop a hammer, and you're like, oh. But then you get with those wrestlers, you get those riders, they throw in a leg, and they start riding the arms. Yeah. Guess what? You're not getting back up until the round ends. You're like, and then this arm is dead, then they move over to the other arm, and they wear that one out. Then they got the legs. You're like, you spent the entire wrestling practice face down, cranked on with cross faces and half Nelson. It's like, man, jiu-jitsu, like I said, people are.
You go with the kickboxer and they start ripping kicks and you're like, nah, I'm blocking those, right? I'm blocking them. Then all of a sudden you're like, my arm don't work
They
anymore.
hurt so bad, right? They hurt. Then you grow Bill over here and it starts breaking skin. You start getting knots.
You're like, man, in sparring with shin pads, that doesn't happen. I don't know what happened. This is different.
I love it. But it is worth anybody out there in the fight world. That is definitely something you want to do. Is you go find, and I always say that, go find what they do get in their world, and just get an understanding of it. Give yourself a couple of days, especially when you're first starting out. That's mandatory. And take your beatings, because that's how it works. You're supposed to improve. You shouldn't walk in. If you walk in there and you just start slamming everybody, well, dang, let's sign you up. Dang it, we got to sign you up. You're going to be a world champion in 2 fights. Oh, man. Yeah, I like that, though, Rude Boy. You done boxing gyms. You haven't think about that. Them boys in Chicago, they were lining up, and the way they were just flipping those shots is like, I don't understand. These are hurting so bad, but I'm seeing them, and he's just flipping them, just hat. You know what I mean? I'm like, how? Oh, it's just, it was something. The match is getting ready right here. We're getting ready to start the fight in a second.
Don't forget your clock.
I haven't. Round 1. There. They're introducing each other. Buffer. Oh, he put in some effort on that yell, too. Look at right there. There's AK Snoo with his hands up by the Phillies jersey.
He seemed like, oh, man, that bugs me. Like, when your back's against the wall, when you've had some losses, like, focus. You know what I mean? Like, over here putting on bowing.
1 foot out the door. 1 foot out the door, Cub.
Dude, stop.
Yeah.
Like, focus,
you see what I'm saying? He's already got his excuse ready with 1 foot out the door, 1 foot out the cage. That can't be.
We'll see. We'll see if we're right or wrong.
Hopefully it's just a ruse. But again, look at the size of him. That's the one thing. Kudalava's a tank, but
see Johnny Walker jump knee coming. Let's see. Oy.
He got a high kick by Kudalava, and then Johnny starts clowning, but I don't know. How long do you think it'll be before Kudalava decides it's time to get inside? Catches the leg of Walker, trips him down.
Oh, there we go.
Now, I don't know. That looks 12-6 to me, but because you're laying on your back, it's okay.
Yeah, that's so crazy to me. I always talk about that.
I have to do it. I was talking about it earlier when I was running the show because my man is doing this, but because he's turned to the side, I was like, man, that is the same moment. It's the same motion.
Yeah.
You're
I swear to
striking
God,
straight down.
it was illegal to everybody until Anderson Silva did it against Chael, and then all of a sudden it was like nobody called it, and then people were like, "Oh no, that's legal."
And he put an
Like I
angle on it.
swear, like before Anderson Silva did it, it wasn't like nobody was doing that because
11:45, 5:30, and you're golden.
Yeah.
You're golden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you know what? I will say that doing it from the guard kept people from just sitting in the guard doing
100%. Getting your
Because if
top
you
of your
sit there
head
and you put your
flapped
head
on.
down and
Yeah.
you tie and they start elbowing, you're like, oh man, I gotta change. So it actually has sped along the game a little bit, but
Kudalava pressing down on that fade. Look at that. He's pinning that arm down and going to rip that elbow. You know, Johnny's just holding on a little bit. But yeah, I do like that when it keeps you from getting that head just being heavy on the chest. And you got to worry about taking those shots to the top of the head. I don't know what Kudalava, he's just trying to grind him up against the fence, isn't he? Johnny's going to push away. Got to worry about the up kicks.
Yeah, those long legs.
Kudalava just dive right back in. He likes this. He's up on the head, got the headlock. Going to try to push one leg by. Oh, wait. Was that arm bar? Is he coming out the back?
He's out
All kinds of craziness happened here.
He don't got it.
I don't know if he was going for it, if it was just kind of fed to him because Johnny was going out the back in the process and paid to Kudalava. Now he's going to take his back.
I don't think he'll get the back either. He's like too goofy, you know, like with his limbs. I feel like when it comes to striking, he's a little better, but with grappling, I don't think he has the. Oh man!
Nice lift to the take, nice takedown, nice throw to the ground, throws in a leg and got the rear naked choke. He did that quick. He stepped on his toe and pissed him off. Now he's going to try to lock that hand behind. He's going to peel off the hand. Kudalava gets out of it. Man, he made him mad. My man just said, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, he heard me.
Cub.
I'll shut up now.
No, I got it's it. 100%. I like it. He did though. He got stepped on his back foot and he just said, "That's it." Picked him up, dropped him through in the leg, had the back before he knew what happened. Kudalava was doing a good job of fighting the hands and going to try to get back to the referee's position, hands and knees, and Johnny's going to bring him back. Still plenty of time left. But I think Kudalava, he did a good job of getting out of two of those. Those couple of those chokes were pretty deep. Oh,
I do like when guys are getting their back attacked and they're hitting, you know, like, hey, I'm not getting out of this body triangle, or I may not get you off my back, but I'm at least gonna make you pay. I'm gonna mess
throw
you
a
up
couple back
bit.
here and do somewhere, elbow to thigh a little bit.
Yeah.
That's always fun in the guard, and they keep a close guard. He's just trying to elbow that thigh and open up, you know, a little bit. But that's the one thing. Kudalava was like, I can't get out of this, so I might as well just try to punch you in the face. Now he's got the rear naked again. Ooh, it's in deep. He's going to try to peel off on that hand. Oh, look at he's trying to pull the hand. He's still fighting. We got time. Is he? Oh, he's gurgling.
Oh, I think he's got it.
I got him.
It's over.
Oh, Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker in round one. It was crazy. All he did was, don't hurt yourself. Nope. See, don't hurt yourself. Oh, Johnny Walker. All right. He gets his foot stepped on, gets mad, takes a body lock, picks him up, throws him down. Look at right here. Stepping on my feet. No. I like it. Then how fast he threw that leg in, though. I like that. Doing that both legs. And then he was just starting to go with it, cranking. That's a tough situation, man. Kudalava was just stuck, nowhere to go. He did the worm, rude boy. He did the worm. That's what happened to him last time, wasn't it? Who had the 55,000 on the Kudalava? Ooh, now it's 18. All right, who do we have over there? 17, though. 17,000 channel points. Who had faith? I don't know why I said. Oh, Wild White Wolf 33. GG. Kudalaba was, I guess he was the favorite, huh? Not bad. Here, I'll show y'all chat. Said,
Well, I picked him on my DraftKings draft, so got me some points.
did ya?
108.
On the DraftKings?
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm trying to work on. There it is. Kind of half-ish. Johnny Walker, there he goes. Oh. All right, they fired up. Fired up.
CBD free.
There it is. Yeah. I got off the CBD. I'm good. Here he goes. Aldana and Macy Chesson. Then Li Jing Leong. He's working hard, though. He's trying to get figured out. All right, predictions for the next fighter up. 1 sec, chat. Let me get this prediction.
Yeah, people writing questions. I'm not even looking at the chat room.
Chat's on Aldana. There we go. Now we got it up. We've already, make sure you, with the there we go. That fits. Cena J30. All right. Then we've got 10. Who got 10,000? 10,000, Mr. Mota. Mr. Mota. All right. There. Let's go. All right. Johnny Walk. Like, was he not even the, you know, Randy is muted?
No,
I don't think he's muted.
I was
He's
muted
quiet.
actually. I
He's
was
quietly.
muted. I'm back.
Tommy Lee. Look at the Thomas. Marav Duvashvili. Uh-oh. There's the BJ Penn.
Stoic.
He what? Did you see him? He looked angry. He looked angry. He's a little upset. You know, let me see one thing. My PC is running slow. All right. All right. Olivier Market Jet, what is that? October 22? October 22. Sandhagen song. Dern, Jan. All right. All right. Grasso. I can't
That's
see.
the card I'm on.
What, Dern and Jan?
No, that's
The
the
Grasso?
one. Randy's on the Dern and Jan card. I'm on the Grasso card.
I
Oh,
got
you're
you.
right. Next up, next week.
All right. Hey, so what do y'all think about this Macy Chasson and Irene Aldana? Aldana's a scrapper. The hands, the boxing. Ooh.
Box.
I'm excited to see the boxing. I want to see if Macy, I'm assuming Macy will go, that wants to grapple. And I know that Aldana wants to throw down. But let's see with the hands. We shall see. We should see what's going on. You know, who won, Walker or Kudalaba? Walker won by submission. He had the sub. You know what I mean? So, not bad. Hopefully, I mean, how old is he? I didn't even look at his age. How old is Walker now?
I think he's pretty young.
Still young, right? So he's got to be back in his feels a little bit. He's got to feel good. You got Aldana? I'm telling you, I got Irene on this fight. I like her hands.
Yeah, and I'd like to see her, take a step up and fight the big fights, put those hands to work.
We got
Because
the
I
catch
know she
weight.
was talking about fighting Amanda Nunez, so I'd like to see that.
Oh, yeah. I'm in. Look at that. Ferguson. Look at that. All of a sudden, now the man is the main event. The boy was just chilling back there. He's like, you the main event now. I love it. There comes Nate. Nate walking in. Look at Nick. I love Nick. Look at my man.
See
Chilling.
a security guard on the right, the bald. That's Rigo. He was my student for years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
trained at my gym in Indio, California.
Aqua TV, Chason's going to win. I get it. I get it. So let's see the ranking. Irene Aldana, though, is number 4. She's number 4 right now with Holly and Caitlin Vieira and Juliana Pena. All right, Amanda Nunes at the bantamweight rankings. In the bantamweight rankings, she's sitting number 4. Ooh, this is a big win then. She can get this done.
Yeah, so a loss is gonna set her back.
What was that?
Why is this another catch weight?
So many tonight. It's like 3 of them.
Man, that was a nice uppercut right hand.
Now, why was this fight a catch weight? Did someone miss the weight, or did they just?
I think they just planned it here. Maybe it was last minute or something. I'm not sure.
All right, sorry, my phone is.
Oh, that lead uppercut was nice though.
Sorry, 1 second. 1 second. Make sure everybody's all right, family.
Shit got hands, huh?
I am live on the stream right now. Sorry. Yeah. Put it away. PC is running slow, chat. The PC is something's happening. I've worked this PC. I've worked it to the bone. It's like, guess what's happening? Not this. All right. I had to complain real quick. Without complaining. Can't have y'all hearing me complain. All right, who's got 50,000 channel points over here on Aldana? Nas 18. Nas 18. All right. All right. I'm excited for this
How
fight,
exactly
though.
are you betting?
All right, let's
How
talk
are you
about this
betting on
betting. Share with me on this betting, y'all. It's got you. It has you sidetracked. So I want to know. Bring us into your betting world. Let us feel y'all's angst. Are you both betting? Or is this
Yeah, I'm on DraftKings. I that last one I bet so I parlayed the first fight. What's the guy's name? Barnett. And then I also had this last fight going under a round and a half, which it did. So we won there. And but I also had another parlay with Hakeem and Chris Barnett that I lost. So I'm 1-for-1 right now on both my parlays. So a lot of angst.
And you're doing that. You're doing that on DraftKings.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I can't do that on DraftKings because I'm in California. I think the rules are different per state. So the only way I play is by drafting a lineup and just doing like a pool. So like you bet $3 and you could win, 20 grand. But it's like a whole
But it's like
pool
a
of people.
match. So if you get lucky and hit like all the fights, then you win like
Yeah, you got to hit all the bonuses. Yeah. So I'll like burn through $3, $5, $7, like every fight card, and then every once in a while I'll hit like $100 and re-up. You know what I mean? So that
that's
just makes
cool.
it fun. But
That's
I can't
that's
bet
huge for
like you're
fighters
betting.
though. That's huge for
Yeah.
fighters. I think that listen, we may miss a few, but realistically, more often than not, we do pretty well when it comes to picking the fights because if there's a clear path to victory, you're going to see it before the guy who's a professional
Yeah.
capper or some guy that's a fan. So that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but it is hard to predict basically all the finishes of the
Yeah.
night. You'll get a couple right, and then you have to like the obvious ones cost more. So you
Mhm.
gotta like pick some upsets. You know what I mean?
Mix it in there. You know what? You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I do? This is a quick plug, but I sell all my picks on OnlyFans. So if you go to Rude Boy Picks
Okay.
on OnlyFans, what I do is I sell like 2 parlays, 50 a piece, and then single picks are $25, and
And are
I
you
just
naked when this is happening?
no,
Thank.
all my
Okay, I
clothes are
know.
on.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, you
You're
see
talking
the
about OnlyFans, and I'm like, all
Like
right,
you
that's
think
bad
OnlyFans, you
stigma.
think of only one thing.
It has such a
Only one
bad
thing.
stigma, man. Listen. You can really,
hey, I'm
you know,
saying, I'm
hey,
not hating. I'm
it's the
just,
only OnlyFans account where you can make money. You know what I'm saying? I'm selling pics, not, so you're good. You caught
what
it.
kind of pics are you selling?
Fight pics.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Picks, P-I-C-K-S or P-I-C-S, Picks. Fight
Pics,
picks
not
you
dicks.
in full jab,
Pics.
cross.
Pics.
Because we got I got exclamation picks in chat, and then every Monday we check out see how everybody did in the pick'em game. I've got subs over here. See, I've got points. We bet points every weekend, channel points, and that's what you acquire. The longer you're in the stream, the more points you acquire. Of course, you can get them through gambling, and that's how what I do is points. So I don't know much about on this side with the parlays and the money and things like that. And OnlyFans, I was like, I didn't know.
Yeah,
There's more to this OnlyFans then, I'm assuming.
They take care. Yeah, they take care of all the back end. So they pretty much what I do is I screenshot my play, right, and I post it. But when I put a paywall on it, and they take care of the back end. The paywall is on it, however I want it to cost, and they'll come and they'll buy the pick. So when they buy it, it unlocks it, and then now you have my plays.
Channel points is on Dana White Contender Series 2, yes. Everything I do. Yo, TSM Vis. What up, Vis? How you doing? Aldana's making her way in right now. See, now, okay, all right, I understand this. I feel like I'm behind the times. That's it, man. I need an OnlyFans.
Listen, you're a fighter, so look, people are gonna technically they would listen to you before they go listen to some guy that's gonna, that claims to be an expert of who's gonna win fights. You know what I mean? We've been in it, we've done it, and more often than not, we got the right call. We can get it wrong sometimes, but I have a 90% accuracy rate. So
I'll tell you now. Look, I'm not gonna toot my horn,
90%.
but one day, Cub, I had listened to. We was on the stream, and because on the other days when it's not a pay-per-view, it's just me, right? So one day I decided, like normally I'm neutral. I'm like, we can do this, we'll do this, but I was like, that's it. I'm getting into this one, and I was doing the picks. Chat, you know exactly. I didn't miss one of them. Every one of them, boom! I got every one of them
Nice.
right. Every one of them. And boom, mic drop, walked away, and now I'm going back to being neutral. But we do everything, so that's it. This is my OnlyFans right here, running this page right here, Twitch TV/UFC. This is where I'll be all day. That'll be my OnlyFans. I love it. But see, now I get the gamblers in here. I like it. I got the knowledge from both of you. I love it. I'm loving it. I didn't realize she's that tall. Is she that tall? 5'9"?
Yeah, she's a big. She's a
5'9".
big girl.
Chasson is 5'11" though. I did not. Man, all right. With the hands. Whoa. The camera.
King
Whoa, my
Jappy
man was
Joe
trying to
says-
eat that camera, wasn't he?
King Jappy Joe said 90%. Yeah, right. Listen, man. You gotta if you join my
believe.
Discord, it's there. The proof is in the pudding, my boy.
Go to his OnlyFans, get the note, and see how you do.
Go
That's
see.
it.
Are you picking?
Go
Are you
see.
picking every fight or only fights that you're confident on?
Then there's no way I would have 90% if I'm picking every
Okay,
fight.
okay.
I pick.
Yeah,
I
see, that
give.
makes
So
sense.
typically each card I do one parlay, 2 picks. One parlay, 2 picks, and we do pretty good.
I like it. Rambo 2 active. Wait, do we see the fight? No, you see the 3 of us talking because, well, that would get us in trouble. We can't show the fights. This is a pay-per-view. Could you imagine if we could show the pay-per-view here on Twitch? the one place you don't have to pay for it. Come to Twitch. Oh my Lord. All right, here we go. Now look at the size of Macy though. She's definitely the bigger fighter, big kick. And I like it though. It's Aldana trying to walk her down. Get those hands going. See, and I like
she
how
needs
she's
to start working that jab.
right. As long as she's got the circle going. a little bit, but use that jab.
Looks like she's trying to walk her. It's like she's trying to walk Aldana into something where she keeps switching stance.
Macy trying to bait her in, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's looking to like stop and drop that 2 down the middle.
she's flipping those legs out there. I can see maybe that teep kick there. Like there it is. All right. Oh, now she's going in for the
Oy!
double. Going in for
there's
the
the
double.
shot.
Aldana says no can do.
That was
Pulls her
good
up.
timing.
Very nice. Frame the face. Try to get that underhook. Oh, throw it by. Oh, nice knee. I like that. She's doing a good job throwing the knee to the body. Pummel inside, slips outside. Oh, I'd like if she could have thrown a couple of shots. Macy's just walking her down. It's almost like she's bullying. Look at the size of Macy compared to Aldana. Crowd's picking it up.
Yeah, Aldana's got good takedown defense. I've
Ooh.
always liked her takedown defense.
I like right there. You know what I mean? Come on, she slid off the side of that jab and fired that straight right down the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
I like the pressure. Aldana just keeps coming forward. What do you think, Rude Boy?
I like it, man. I would love to see her kind of use more feints and use her length a little bit to try to set up those punches. But she just seemed to be walking forward, trying to close the distance. But I like chess, and I like what she's doing. She's, even though she's on the back foot, she's mixing it up, being unpredictable.
She's stepping side to side, the deep kicks, throwing the hands. I mean, I like it. Again, like at some point, you got to be careful that you're not just following, right? Being
Yep.
Aldana and just walking the line and following behind her and getting set up. You got to make sure that's why I'm, again, stepping those little bit of the angles, and where's your setup, try to bait. See, and that's another thing you got to be careful of, too, is not going back too far, right? Too far away from a kick, Cub, too far away from a punch, where then you can't counter because you're too far away from it, right? So you got to try to stay in there close enough where you can, if you want to counter, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, ever since the last couple of years, there's always certain trends that dominate fighting, and I think in the last few years, it's all about who controls distance. Whoever controls distance is going to win the fight, and what you're talking about is nailing it. You gotta know exactly how to ride that fine line of being close but not too close and not
Yep.
too far away, where you can hit and don't get hit.
Yeah.
You play
It's
that
a game. It's a game. Keeping those feet
And
leaning back
it's
a
hard
little
to
bit.
do.
And, I'll tell you what, it goes back to what we were talking about, Rude Boy. I'm telling you, get into a boxing gym with boxers, and you'll be learning that. You're going to learn that real quick.
It takes a while for a person to actually discover and understand their own range.
Their own range and rhythm, right?
Yep.
Oh, Aldana started picking up the hands, trying to. Oh, nice reversal on that
she hasn't
takedown.
finished like this.
Got the submission.
She
Going
has
to
an
start
arm bar.
cranking on that arm.
Oh,
GG, Aldana's going to capitalize on
it's
that arm.
over.
Start cranking. I like it.
This is
girls are so flexible though sometimes,
Oh.
man.
yeah.
They'll let
But-
that arm go backwards.
Oh, she's going to get ruthless
mounted
on this
go-go
face. Look at that.
plata.
She's got
Oh,
a.
she got the
She's got
go-go
the
plata.
inverted go-go. She's got an upside-down go-go. Gonna go back on
Back
that
to
arm.
arm bar.
Go back to the arm bar. That is sick.
It's got to be
That
over.
was
Oh,
nice.
Come
don't
on.
put it behind. Oh, she's gonna try to put it behind the hip. Sit back up. Throw some shots.
That would have been beautiful. Now she's just sitting on her.
But it was crazy how she was able to run back far enough, and Macy was driving. Then she stepped over, hit her with that counter, stepped over the body. Boop.
You see, she had the wherewithal to kind of stay seated, slow down the scramble, and butt scoot backwards into position. That was nice.
Oh, Donna's a
But-
beast.
Yeah, she put her knee on the face, which a lot of people don't know you can do.
Yeah,
which
she
is awesome.
did. She
Oh,
rested
man.
it right on the face and it started beating the side of
Yeah.
her. But the punches when she did, she got down right there. She got mad. That was all right. Oh, I like it, man. She about damn near 10-8 at the end of that round. Macy got overwhelmed. She was driving across there with that takedown. And I like that step over. But then the beating that she just did, she had that go-go going upside down, pull on the back of the head. That was nasty. We lost because of the end. You did a good job, but look at that. Drive, boom. See what I
she
mean?
needed
She
to
hit
cut
the
the corner.
fence. And then
She didn't cut the corner. She just kept running straight. Had she cut the corner, she would have got the takedown.
that was on point. I thought the arm snapped there for a minute or something. Look at that, cranking on it right there, rolling her back over here. I like how she just sets the knee right on the face. You ruthless. I thought she was tapping right there, and then she's gonna switch over to the other side.
Oh, it looked like she thought about it.
Oh, that was crazy.
All right, this fight's getting good.
Yeah. Here we go. And then again, it just makes it look so much better because Macy looks so much bigger, at least like just visually right now. From how much weight she put on, throwing those shots. Irene trying to counter and fire that right hand.
Good counters.
Macy's bombing up with that counter right hand. Look at that counter right hand. Macy starts. Look at that. She's throwing too many shots. That counter right. Making sure she just keeps those other hands up. Oh, I like this fight.
What weight class do they typically fight at? This is a catch weight, but what weight class do they normally fight at?
135 bantamweight for Aldana and 45 for Chasson, right? 145, I believe. Look, now she's gonna. That's the one thing I wouldn't be wanting to take Irene down. Now she's gonna go after. She's gonna go after that heel.
Over, man.
Macy keeps getting his takedown. He's just gonna get you in these submission troubles. Now she's gonna sweep. She's gonna end up on top.
I didn't know Irene's grappling was this good.
I had no idea it was this aggressive. But she got to watch out getting her back taken right now by Chasson.
Yeah. She still got the heel hook position.
Pull up on that foot, right? Maybe get that so you keep that butt down so she can't climb up. You got to try to get that leg up.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Pull the leg up.
Yeah, she just needs to get that hook off her shoulder.
Yes. There you go. Oh, we got, this is just they're a twine right now, chat. They're just wrapped up. There you go. Some elbows. Like, that's not 12-6, but it's literally the same movement. Look, she still wants that heel.
Yeah.
Macy's holding on to the foot for dear life. There's some elbows by Aldana. Look, there's the heel. Oh. This won't be a good one either. This is going to be a breaker.
Be one that hurts.
Yeah, this is going to be a breaker. This is going to be a bad one, Chad. If she gets this, if she gets this heel.
She needs to shrimp her hip to the left. Continue to scoot that way to get out.
Oh,
there you go.
She's still trying to make her way up to take the back. She's trying to make her way to take up the back. Aldana's going to try to take her down. You got to make sure you fight the hands. Oh, don't let her wind up on top.
Got to get her left arm out.
Nope, there she goes. Elbow. Don't let her get the hooks in. Oh, hooks are in.
Oh, body triangle now.
Body triangle. Oh, Chasson's throwing shots. She's trying to roll back.
Fight.
She's trying to turn her way in.
Got me all tense.
Oh, come on. She's trying to turn in. Oh, keeping that arm. GG. Oh, this is a bad spot. Bad spot for Aldana. Look at those. Literally look 12-6 to me. I don't know what else to tell you. But when you're sitting there doing this to the side of the head, those look 12-6 to me. I just can't. I can't help it. The movement. But I angled over this way, and I'm doing it. All right, I get it.
I hope they weren't counting those because she literally just elbowed her glove.
She elbowed the glove the entire time.
Times.
Significant strike.
Yeah.
Total strikes. It absolutely counted. What's her name? Wolf or whatever. She was throwing air punches. She had like 130 of them.
Man.
Look at, she's trying to figure out how to get in there and get that foot off. That right there, though, everybody getting too dang good at locking in that figure four around the body. Back in the day, it was a rarity, but now it is almost an instant. That thing, look, she's going to flatten her out now and try to get underneath the chin. We got short time. Those are all on the arm.
They're nice for the judges, though.
Yeah, very good for the judges. It makes it look bad. They're going to 10-8 the round.
The optic
She's going to get it back, you think. And that's the one thing she's going to try to push.
But sometimes the tip of the elbow goes right through on one of them, and it cuts, It's like block, and then one, like, seeps through, and then you start bleeding. You're like, damn, one of those got me.
Oh, I love it. Now we got to start throwing elbows on the knee. She just did a good job. Macy did a good job for this time around, just keeping the weight, keeping the balance. I thought Aldana was going to get out of that a couple of times, but Macy did a good job of keeping the hand on.
And she has the wrist trapped to the far side of wrist.
Yeah, that far side.
Yep.
Now we're looking for an arm triangle. Good luck.
Short time, 15 seconds.
Oh. Oh. The control.
I'm liking this that it's going to go to the third round because
Yeah.
One round
they
apiece.
both dominated in one round. So let's,
Here
this
we
is
go.
like,
Third
all
round.
right, who wants it? Who wants it?
Aldana knows she made a boo-boo. And Macy used the size, I think on that one, just the bigger fighter. She was just doing a good job. You get that figure four. She's got to make sure we don't get that figure four again,
And look at that Cutman's haircut. He's only got
What's left? Is that what we're talking about?
It's time.
Yeah.
It's time to
There's
bring it
strands.
home, right? It's like,
Hold
come
up.
on
Do you
home,
let
bro.
that? Do you let that go and just shave, or
Yeah, you
he's
gotta cut
holding
that
on?
off,
My man is
Yeah.
holding on to the last fiber of the rope, about to drop off. Like, why you got to do it, Cub? Why you got to bring it up?
Man, it's the camera's coming in like right. It's like
Oh,
gotta come with a hat. Watch, he's
I
gonna
wouldn't
hit
even
me
have
up
noticed
next. I'm gonna
it.
be at the fights. He's gonna be like, man, why'd you do me
He's
like
gonna
that?
put something funky in he's gonna stop your cut.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. He's gonna put like a
Yeah.
blood thinner in your face. Like
yeah,
it
I
won't
should-
stop. It just keeps running. He goes, yeah, these last
All
7
right.
strands of my hair are giving you the big
He had the Homer Simpson going.
Oh, here we go. Come on, Aldana. This is like, I think 1-1 unless she got a 10-8 in that last round. Oh, I don't know. But Macy still looks like she still got a lot of gas in the tank. Oh, trying to step up.
Well, they're filling each other out. They're probably still catching their breath from the last round.
Oh,
Nice right hand. Hey, Aldana has some sharp punches though. Like her strikes are pretty, effective.
Yeah.
I like her hands. Got to get inside, but she's got to be careful, right? The one thing she wants to get inside those hands, but Macy gets that takedown. We can't have, we can't have round 2 in repeat.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, Macy's doing a good job. She's backing up, trying to bait you in a little bit, and it kind of becomes at what point is you being the aggressor or you being set up? If you're Aldana coming forward, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Ooh.
Aldana's got to learn. Sometimes the problem is if you have really good boxing.
Good
nice.
right, good left hand by Macy though over the top. Oh, see, she's kind of
gotta-
baiting, just slugging. Oh, then she goes in right when you get committed. Oh, wait. Oh, what was she? Plata?
Triangle up.
No, she
Nah,
going
she didn't
triangle.
get it.
Oh, there was triangle-ish. She sat down for that too. So is she gonna get she's not gonna get the credit for it in the eyes of the judges? Ish.
I think she'll get
Oh,
it.
wait, what happened?
What was that?
We just fell over.
Oh no!
We just
Is she gonna
fell
say
over.
it's a growing shot?
Rip? Oh, it
What?
can't be that. That's the first thing that came to my mind that she caught one in the 90, but
she caught.
I don't know.
I don't know. She just stood up and then just flopped over.
Maybe a rib or something or a hip.
Oh, it was a liver.
So it's a win.
That's a double win.
She didn't even know how she won. That's amazing.
Nobody knows. You see what's up? She stood up. Watch this. She stands up, right?
Bow.
Boom.
Oh,
The
man.
heel to the liver. The delayed response. Oh, and down she goes. The greatest shot in the world. The heel. Right to the liver.
Man.
Right to the liver. And look at this.
She is gonna hate that
She
tomorrow.
turns around and just falls over. Okay. If you ever
That's
want to see the
awesome.
devastation of a liver shot, there it
Wow.
is. Look at that. Nothing touching her, nobody around, and she just flopped over, literally hit the fetal position. That was gangster.
Down goes Drago.
That
That's
was
rough.
gangster. That was no way.
Hey, I know we
How
don't.
did that just happen? I
What,
can't.
what do y'all think about? What do y'all think about lucky shots now? Like, want to have the conversation of like, was that something lucky
yeah.
or was that?
Yeah, that was lucky.
Oh,
I
that
mean,
was
she
lucky,
trying to
but
do
she threw
damage,
those.
but
She was
yeah.
just trying to kick away. She was just get
Yeah.
away from me, and the heel went
Yeah.
pop right in the liver, and doop, down you went. Like, would you
Damn.
bet on that technique 29
Hell
times
no.
out of 30?
Hell no.
No. You mean I want to get
Yeah.
taken down over and over, and I'm just gonna start mule kicking you as you stand away from me, and
That's
like
rough.
you never see that, right? But that
That's
was.
rough.
But
She's gonna watch that tomorrow. What can she take away from this now? It's gonna be hard to take something away from that. As a in a fight, you have to look for something to take away, right? Win, lose, or draw in order for you to get better. Like what
You were
does she take
dominating
away?
with the takedowns. You couldn't
that's-
get the rear naked
it's
choke,
good,
which you
right?
had repeatedly. You were in control. Don't stand there and play with the feet when you're standing up.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, you got to control the feet. You got to, you got to put yourself in the best position.
Yeah.
I think we don't talk about it enough, but fight IQ is just not talked about enough. But her fight IQ in this situation was not great. Like, why were you even standing up? You were dominating on top.
Mm,
Should have been working to get in the back, not standing up.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like it was a mistake on her part.
Damn. Yeah, I guess it's true.
No, that was crazy. What a fight though. Because okay,
That
now
was a
here's what I would have liked to have known. Did we get it? Would we have had a 10-8 in the second round?
Mm,
I don't think it was
Yeah.
good enough
You
for a
don't think
10-8,
so? Because
but
it was
close.
it was a
it was
beating.
close, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
say a 10-8.
Okay. Okay. If
She
it wouldn't
didn't
have
do
been,
enough
then we were
damage.
still okay.
She dominated position.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
dominated position, but the damage, I think Irene was doing a really good job at blocking most of the damage.
Very
so she
true.
showed that she was alert.
Okay.
If it was like hands pinned down, taking shots, and
Okay.
you're bleeding and you can't, I think that's
It
definitely
was a clear evidence that
10-8,
she was blocking everything. So, okay, I'm with you on that. All right, chat, really quick. We've got, let me get this up. We've got, Marky Mark. Marky Mark. All right, Rodriguez and Jing Liang. We got the leech.
Hey, look, there's my wife in the background.
Oh, nice.
Oh, baller. Look at Vera. I'm not going to lie. I like the shirt. The hat doesn't go with it, but I like the shirt. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like, dang.
Hey, we're too old to be judging fashion.
No, I'm
gotta
not
understand
judging
that.
fashion. I just don't. The blue hat didn't. I loved the pink shirt, but the blue hat was. I don't know. That was not the. I don't know. That just didn't. The color.
See, nowadays you don't got to match, man. It's just.
I know.
It's
I
just
mean,
art.
I would have went with a different one.
Subjective. You just.
Hey, I'm no fashion king. I'm just saying. I love the shirt. It was really, really bright pink, but I just didn't know about that neon blue. I don't know. Did Randy predict right?
I think these guys got it confused. I don't pick every single fight. There's no way I would get 90% if I'm picking every single fight.
Yeah, I think they do.
I do my research and I give away maybe 2-3 picks, and I'm like, I think this guy's gonna beat this guy. I think that guy's gonna beat that guy, and I kind of I put them out. 90% of the time I've been right so far. Not the entire card, just a few fights that I can do the research and say if I see a clear path to victory, bang, that's the one. I pin him down.
Yeah, I wish, hostage. I get it. I like it. What? Jen's got a mullet. I'm not talking fashion. I was just noticing because I'm looking at the crowd because you know me, chat. I crowd watch all day. That's what I do. I watch the crowd, and I just noticed that really pink shirt. I thought, dude, I like the pink shirt, but then the hat on top was like, no, I don't know about the neon blue hat. It just didn't. I didn't understand the festive vibe that we were. You know what I mean? That's all. I'm just asking questions, and I've got two other people in this conversation with me, so I'm adding them in. You know,
You like Usman's fits? What do you think about Usman's fits? Not feeling it?
I don't have that body, so I couldn't wear an open vest. You know what I'm saying?
Sure you
With
could.
nothing underneath. Yeah, but I wouldn't want to. Look at Cub. Look at Cub. Sure you could.
You
yes,
totally
and
should.
I would be.
Hey,
I'd
it's your
totally be a
show. You
lavish
do whatever
sock.
you want.
Yeah, no,
You do what you
exactly.
want.
It doesn't happen that way, but they get away with it. You know what I'm saying? I personally, I couldn't do it. I belong in sweaters. You know what I mean? Sweaters. That I'm safe in sweaters. My capri sweats, I wear them all year round. I'm set. You know what I mean? And my Crocs. We're golden. We've got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? These two are speechless, chat. Speechless. All right, now
Hey,
here's the deal.
comfort is a beautiful thing. Be comfortable is a beautiful thing.
I am comfortable. You know, I am comfortable. I work from my desk. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm in. So what do you think with the leech? I gotta go because one, I love this. I love this suit. He didn't get a chance to really showcase it. You know, he's. I think weight wise, he's gonna be the smaller guy, but I think he can still get it done. You know, I don't know. I'm rooting for the leech on this one.
10 pounds is crazy, man. 10
It
pounds
is.
is a lot of pounds, you know?
That's why I'm rooting for him.
Yeah.
The
You know
other
what?
kid's tough.
He is. But what kind of shape was he in? You know what I mean? What kind of shape was he in before this? Because remember, he took this fight at a catchweight, and
Yeah.
we don't know. We don't know what kind of shape he was in prior. Because from what I hear, he requested that, you know? And Li Jinglang was prepared to fight a smaller guy that's very active and known to be just a battery, you know? So he had time to prepare for that kind of fighter. Now he's fighting a slower slugger.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, I can't. Peanut Butter Bleach got the 30K, got the 30,000 channel points on Rodriguez. Okay. So evidently I might be the only one. Is he an underdog? Flip flop. I got flip flop over there with 12,000 going on the leech, Li Jingliang. All right. I like it. What do y'all think about that one with Aljamain and Dillashaw?
You know I got to rock with Aljo. Gots to all day.
100.
I think Aljo gets it done. Takes him down, mauls his ass.
I like it. That's gonna be, man. That's gonna be. It's gonna be different. You know. And what about
That's an
Piotr and
emotional pick, by
O'Malley?
the way. I would not sell that pick.
That one's gonna be fun. Chandler and Poirier.
Yeah, Poirier and Chandler. I'm liking, and then Makachev. It's this. Oh, this
Yeah,
card's gonna.
that card's crazy.
It's absolute insanity. Insanity. I mean, it's unbelievable. But
Well, this fight is actually on the New York card. It's not on the Abu Dhabi card. that
oh,
they were
okay,
talking
separate.
about.
But never mind. Dang, I thought for some reason for a second I was like, wait, what? They rolled right in. How dare they roll like
Yeah.
that? But to get back to it with Makachev, Livietti, but I think with O'Malley and Piotr. Think
I'm
about
giving
that.
O'Malley a chance, man. I'm giving O'Malley a chance purely due to the styles of both of their striking. You know, I watched the Sanhagen versus Jan
it
fight
goes.
over and over and over. And I do think that because of Sean O'Malley's length, creativity, footwork, movement, I think he has a shot if he can maintain.
Yeah.
If he
Well,
can
it's only
maintain.
3 rounds, right? So I think that favors O'Malley for sure.
Yeah. Definitely giving
because-
him a shot there. I think he's a live dog there.
Yeah.
I like it, but it's funny what you say because with Piotr and the way he has dealt with size and range, different. But O'Malley's got that confidence, and that's a hard thing to stop because you just don't hesitate on the punches that you throw. Right? You'll throw those combinations. You won't really second guess yourself, and that's the one thing which then in turn that gives you speed. You know what I mean, and timing because you're not wondering. And he has that, so I like that. When it comes to O'Malley, that quote unquote the cockiness is. It's in his favor. You won't hesitate with the punches that you throw, with the combinations, throwing those odd angled kicks and stuff that he does, popping those shots from a distance, not hesitating, in my opinion.
And I can tell you, just as a longer fighter, typically we do well against the guys who have this high guard style that wants
Right
to close
around
the
their
distance.
arms in their ear
Yeah,
holes.
it's just a walking bag, until no, I'm serious. Until they can get into the range and keep you there and start to set up shots to get on the inside and stay on the inside. But initially, for them to establish that range, if you do a good job of not letting them for a long period of time and you're busting shots through and having good shot selection, it's kind of easy work.
Yeah. I like that. I like hearing that. I like hearing that from the rangy fighter. You know,
Let's not forget that Sean O'Malley, he definitely makes some excuses sometimes that are a little questionable. We talked about that
Yeah.
before with fighters. So him claiming that he's undefeated is
He's
just
never lost a
nonsense.
fight.
Like you, boy, you
That-
got
But
you got
here's
your
what I
ass
think
kicked.
with that, Cope. I think that's just a troll play. I think that's just a kid that's
Yeah.
just smart and knows the social media and the media era that we live in, and he's just playing into that. I think he knows, but he knows that he's just not giving an inch. He's like, I'm undefeated. Lucky shot. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, but I think that even if you're playing that game, you're gonna believe it somewhat.
That's
I
fair.
think you say it enough times, you're gonna be like, nah, you
That's
convince
fair.
yourself. And I
You got
and I
jerseys
feel
and
like
shit.
that was a mistake. Yeah.
You got jerseys and merch to say undefeated. So yeah, you may be right.
Ooh, Scalito 25, 188,000 channel points for the leech. GG. Good luck out there. Good luck. Oh, you got it, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a big one. Look at the size of D-Rod, dog. He's not.
Yeah, he's
what?
big, man.
He is
Yeah,
big and he
big
can
boy,
bomb.
man.
Oh, Leech. I don't know, Leech. And he's
And
on a
that's what-
3-fight win streak. Uh-oh.
Man.
Call him Duck and D-Rod. There he goes. Look at him. Oh, man.
Rude Boy has
Lee-
some things
Lee
to
can
say, don't
sing,
you?
too.
It's all right, man. Let's watch the fights.
Wait, he gotta say something. All right, I'm not milking it. I won't milk it. You can't sit there and laugh like that. You got that sinister laugh going on when you do it though. You know? We'll find out. I don't know. Like, how big is he right now? I'm curious. Come on, Leech. We'll find out. What? The prediction wasn't working for me, so I was clicking, and now it took all my channel points. Dang, he better win. Scalito. I was wondering why you threw 188,000 on him. I love it. My man's like, I was just clicking the button a lot. I was just clicking the button, and all his points just dipped on him. Ooh, we can give him back. You know what I mean? Who's your pick? You know who I'm going for. I'm going for the underdog. Always. It has to happen. Just because. The awkwardness of everything that went down. I got nothing against D-Rod at all, but you know, it's the Leech. You know, I don't know what you think, Rude Boy. No, not even a little bit.
Man, it's just the size difference is crazy, and just the preparation and everything. I like
know.
the Leech. I think the Leech hits extremely hard. He throws. Watching him live, he throws with everything, and he has the cardio to back it up. I don't know if D-Rod has the grappling ability to deal with that, but D-Rod is hittable. So I think if the Leech could find his chin, he KOs him, TKO.
I'm with you. Oh,
I
whoa,
picked
my man
Lee
almost
and,
spilt right there. Is that dude got a
picked
does he
Lee.
got red jalapenos on his jacket? Red peppers? What is that? I can't stop him trying to start his jacket. All right, I quit. Go ahead, Cub.
I was saying I just picked Lee. I think it's footballs.
What? Look how red they are. All right, he almost fell over right there. We almost didn't have a fight. My man, he about toppled over with trying to get his sweats off. What are those? Anybody? If anybody
Those
can see
boxing gloves?
are they're chili peppers? They are. Are they chili peppers?
The hell?
I don't. They look like red
Yeah,
eggplants.
I'm gonna be quiet because I don't got good eyes.
Well, all right. Predictions are closing in 60 seconds, chat. Oh, we got 75,000 over here, though. Ooh. Oh, Bradshaw got the 75,000. Good luck. Good luck, chat. All right, he's getting. Oh, it's a shirt. Yeah, it's a shirt. All right, I'm a fan. They're foxes. All right, my sister just texted me and said they're foxes. Thanks, sis. She's obviously in chat and listening. All right, thanks.
We were close.
We are close. I didn't even know my sister was watching. GG, sis. All right. I like it. They're foxes. Well, that would make sense. Okay. All right. I can live with that. 179, 170.5, 71.5 inch reach, 74-inch reach. Age. All right. 6 foot, 6'1". Oh, just don't. Oh, all right. Let's go. At a special UFC catch weight.
Another catch weight.
It worked for the little one. You know what I mean? It worked for the last one, the lighter one.
Yeah,
Heel to the liver, Cub. Heel to the liver. Right?
that was pretty awesome.
Everybody keeps saying it's what Randy say. Everybody wants to know the pick now. Don't.
Hey, y'all want to know what I got to say? Just
Yep,
go to
do
my
it.
YouTube. There's a whole YouTube video out on it. So y'all go check that out. Rude Boy Studios. There you go. Another plug
fight.
for your head top.
Fight wizard.
You got to do it. Plug it. What? So Pulver and Swanson said Lee? Okay. Whoa. All right. Yeah, it said plug it. Plug it. All right. Here we go. No fighters wear contacts. Go. No words. Oh, first 30 seconds. You got to run right out there and establish his dominance.
What do you guys think? Over or under 2.5 rounds? I say
Under.
under. Yeah.
These
Hell
boys
yeah.
be banging.
Under. Wide stance. D-Rod trying to walk his way in a little bit.
Look how big he looks, man.
Yeah, you do.
He's
But height-wise, Leach does. No, he looks a lot. D-Rod does
He's
look a lot
wide.
bigger.
he's wide.
I'm
Good thing
trying
he ain't
everything I
grappling.
can. He's wiry though. We were talking about those punches, those wiry punches though. You know, oi,
Oh,
oi.
Lee swings though, man.
Oh,
Lee
Lee swings.
with everything.
And
If
he
gets
just
caught
did
in
right there.
between, I just put $100 on him just now. So let's see what happens.
Dang, y'all be doing it like that. That's it. I need to get this betting thing going, make things more exciting. All right, he's trying to judge the range. But it's all in the midsection, you know, for the most of it. I'm not knocking. I'm just saying a lot of it's in the midsection. Height-wise, they kind of look close. Reach-wise, shoulders, arms, but more the midsection. The girth of D-Rod is just thicker. So they could be the same, because look at them calves. I got to go by them calves.
Hispanic body type.
What?
That Latin body.
Bless you. All right, so now he's got,
Lessons.
let's see that back and forth. Pop that jab. D-Rod's still coming forward, which I like. Who is DC talking about cooking?
Lee.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh,
he actually is a pretty good cook.
see, I like that swaying side to side, then time that hand, boom, and come back with that counter right. I like that. Okay. I haven't. I like it though. D-Rod is definitely pushing the pace, trying to pop that jab. See that straight right though. He like got to keep his eye, man.
Oh, I don't think he saw that.
I don't think he's-
He didn't react to it at all.
Lee's just trying to bait him in so he can.
He wants that long
pull
jab
across.
by D-Rod. He hit him with that hook
Yeah.
and then come back. Yeah, I like that. It's gonna be that 3-2.
Round 2 is going to be fun, I think,
Oh.
in this fight.
Oh, 100%.
Once they settle in, it's about to be a
Rodriguez
wrap.
needs to throw that. He needs to throw that Leon Edwards, that straight
Oh.
kick behind it.
Rodriguez, I think he don't got the hips for that, man. He's boxing heavy through and through. He ain't got the hips for them kicks. There's
Yeah,
one.
look at that kick. Oh, but then he tried to spin back after the kick got caught. That kick looked a little something. Then now you got Leach kicking him in the belly hole. He's right under the elbow, too. So the flexibility is kind of, oh, there he went up high. So he threw one. That had weight behind it right there. That had weight behind it. D-Rod goes up top, chat.
If he was smart, he'd keep throwing that for a while and let him block it. So that way it takes the heat off that right hand when he does throw it.
There's that 2-3. I like that 2-3 by the Leech. All right. That movement. See again, they just kind of standing right in front of each other. Now Leech moving for a little bit. They got a good range, I think. You think you too. They're both of them got pretty decent range right now. Kind of judging the other one.
Yeah, but I think Lee's having a hard time with Rodriguez's lane range. Rodriguez is also throwing better straight punches. Every now and again, look at that jab. He pops the jab and it's catching Lee because Lee's carrying his hands low. He's consistently just bobbing.
Oof.
There it is again.
That jab is
He's bobbing side to
money.
side with his hands low, so he's running into something. If Cub, like Cub was saying, if I think if Rodriguez had the hips for it, if he's able to sell that too and bring that back leg up the middle.
Oh! Did he just crack him with that hook? Did D-Rod just step back, come back in with that hook? Did he just eat that hook?
He sure did.
Yeah, he didn't even get phased by that.
I thought it was going to just sit him down. Yeah,
it wobbled him a little bit.
The shot that didn't even see him. Chad whipped him so bad, I thought it was going to sit him. That was quick. I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe how fast D-Rod threw that hook. That was nasty.
Chin check. There it is. He definitely got a chin.
Oh, wow. That was something. It didn't even fade him. Oh, he caught the foot. Oh. Man, what is it with something? The way Leach is it's like he's closing his eyes at the last second. Those punches are like kind of going off somewhere.
He's putting everything into it.
And it's committed, even though D-Rod will try to move out of the way a bit. You know what I mean? I love this. Good first round. Leach is still bouncing. They both bouncing. Oh.
I think D-Rod needs to throw double jab straight, not he's just going jab single and he's just out of range. I think if he doubled it up, tripled it, and then threw, he'd already be leaned back and he'd sit him down.
Oh, I like it.
The problem is, right? Lee's punching with him. So whenever he doubles up, he's afraid of what Lee's coming back with. Lee has his respect, even though he's smaller.
Yeah. Just underneath the elbow. Look, that other hand kind of stopped it. There's that jab. That jab is something. See, look at that. It's just the way you notice that. He fires that jab and that hook that Leach tries to come back with. It's too short. Yeah. Just missing.
Yeah.
A couple of inches even. I like that jab. That was no joke. That's good eye on that one. His jab is sick. DC and RC. What is that? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we got to figure out those hands. See, there. That's I like with the Leech, right? That lead hook right hand. Bait him back a little bit, but I like that. But we have to figure that out. But otherwise,
I don't know why he backed up like that. That was weird. It's like you earned that ground. You keep it and keep him uncomfortable.
He's got to get in there. Push it. Push. Oh, DC. That's so true. So true. Again, that side to side, the patience.
That jab is money, though, man. That jab is money on this dude.
I wish he'd do something behind it.
Yeah, he needs to use it more often. And why not go head body, and start playing the level changing game with the jab.
Get those hands
pop
up
up
and down.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, there it is. Another right hand landing by the Leech. We need to
Lee throws nothing straight. Lee's throw nothing. He only throws looping punches. So Rodriguez start doubling up on the jab and just adding more to it, more consistent. This is just an easy fight, I think, for him. Not easy, but
keep that hand up, roll with that. You'd be able to come back in with those straight shots, capitalizing on the loops. The timing of it, that 1-2. Surprisingly,
something
though,
needs to happen soon.
Yeah,
for us to be right about going Less than 2.5 rounds.
Yeah,
We
man.
got 30 seconds
It's
for a
over.
finish.
Right hand Leach
R.I.P.
right now.
R.I.P. to the $100.
Oh,
Go on.
see, there's what? Did you just switch up? Did we switch up stances? Yes, we did
Yeah,
switch
he's
stances.
frustrated. He's frustrated getting inside.
Li Jingliang just switched up, so we'll see how he does with this.
I would
Ooh.
imagine he's probably going to try to throw a jab and then switch stance back with a big hook.
Man, that's the one thing though. Look, he popped in with that jab. Oi, see, that jab is money though. D-Rod. All right, Rodriguez landing that jab. Leach trying to throw that big overhand left. Feint with that lead hook. Oh, when you both decide to let your left hands go. That was close.
Yeah. Do it again.
We'll have to figure that out. Oi. Push the pace, push the pace. Somebody got to give me those second and third punches. They're moving out too fast. Step forward. I don't know. Ooh, kicked him right in the butt. Nice. Nice. I like that. Look at that. I like it. Leach looks good. He was in shape. He's still up on his feet. Trying to throw the right hand to the belly hole. D-Rod don't look like he's getting tired. Back and forth boxing match. That jab, though, wow.
Interruption.
See, that was almost a double jab left hand to the belly hole right there by Rodriguez. Ish. There's that right hand.
Yeah, he's just trying to measure distance so he can land that right. That's all he likes. Oh,
did he get it with the right hand this time?
yeah, he got him.
With the right hand. Now he's gonna step off. Oh, high kick blocked. Lee let to land that right hand. D-Rod looks like he's recovered. Look at the range. He does look like in good shape, though. Leach looks ready. Oh, it's too slow on that counter.
D-Rod's doing a good job of those low kicks, though. If D-Rod continues with those low kicks whenever Lee goes southpaw, he's not reacting well to them. I think that if he continues that, may have some success. Oh, there's that kick.
Caught the kick, took him down, D-Rod. Down goes D-Rod. Down goes D-Rod.
Nice.
All right, well, that'll be how that one ends, but
how you guys
around?
Yeah.
That round I got to give to that's got to be the Leach right there. Do you go 1-1?
It's tough. Maybe I'd say 1-1. That was a close round. That was a really close round.
I think the Leach, but you can just see Leach just sold it. I don't know what I'm saying, but I think the Leach just sold it. I don't know if that makes sense. You see, just looked like what he was throwing was out of the way. Boom, there's that jab. Boom, then he lands that right hand. They got in there and mixed it up a little bit. He's able to land that right hand, like to come bomb in again. But it just looked good. I don't know. We'll see. What is chat? What do y'all got? What do y'all got in there?
It's always interesting to me to see. It's very telling to see the interaction between the coach and the fighter in between rounds. A lot of times you see the guys just staring forward, listening, shaking their head. They checked out. They're not listening. They're just fighting, right? When you see guys having dialogue and with their coaches and receiving information and giving back information, that's when you know. That's when you know a guy is tuned in and he has the ability to make the changes mid-fight.
I love this. See, there you go, chat. There you go. Make the changes. But see, that's one thing. You change up his stance, movement, and just again with Leach, it's got to be that second and third punch, and they've only tried it once or twice, really, throwing that second and third punch, and they're like, ooh, just missing stuff. They're kind of, because they're doing so well at moving forward and backward, and kind of again judging the range. When they start getting close, they're out of the way, and you don't want to throw that second shot, right, or that third shot.
Yeah.
but maybe again adding in the steps to do it.
I think that Lee just has Rodriguez's respect. Sometimes you could tee off on a guy and let your combinations go, or even
Yeah.
if you miss, you'll follow up. Some guys you're more apprehensive to let punches go because you feel like, all right, he's punching with me every single time, and if he has good power, you're like, all right, he's
Yeah, I
fast.
think he caught him in the second round and let him know that his punches hurt.
Exactly. So I think that Rodriguez is just trying to pick those shots without getting hit.
You know,
See? He has to respect it. He can't just bite down and keep punching there because
I like it. Yeah, that's exactly. They're negating each other, right? And it's like I'm gonna get in, but I want to make sure I'm out really quick too, because I don't
that's why
want to
I
get
say
hit.
one punch at a time.
Yeah.
Notice Rodriguez, one punch at a time because
He wants to make
respects
sure that his hands are up and he's blocking everything Lee's about to throw. What makes
because Lee's unpredictable, burying over the top.
Yeah.
So you can't throw straights with him consistently, or something's gonna come over the top. You gotta address it.
I get that. I like it. I like that. You know, that's the one thing. So D-Rod, though, and then on the same side, you know, is outside of that is D-Rod. Again, I wish he could get what we're talking about D-Rod, chat. It's just he's only throwing one punch at a time because he wants to make sure that he's blocking everything that Lee's throwing, because Lee is looping his shots out there. And he's sticking him with that jab, but he won't throw the second, third because he wants to make sure that he's got that hand up. And because when the Leech hits him, he's hurt him. And Leech is trying to counter and he's waiting after that jab, trying to throw these big shots. So what's happening is it's kind of negating each other. They're making sure that they're blocking the other one's shots, so they're throwing one or two at a time at best. And he's going to try, and he is, though. That's the thing. D-Rod's going to have to win this fight on a jab, and he might be able to.
I think he's got to throw more, though.
I'm with you, but it's kind of like what we were talking about. Me and Rude Boy were just talking about, which is that's why he's only throwing one, because he wants to make sure, Cub, that he's blocking that right hand that Lee's going to come looping in with. You know he's going to do it. You know.
If I was a judge right now, I'd be scoring it for Lee, just on the fact that it seems like he's trying
to knock you out
more to win the fight. Like he's switching stances, he's doing different things. D-Rod is just sticking to what he's doing, and he's not changing. He's effective, but it's not enough.
100%.
And I feel like the fact that he's not trying more things shows that you're not trying to finish the fight. That's the only way I could separate these two right now.
Yeah. Yep, and that's it.
Doesn't seem like he's trying.
D-Rod looks like he's literally going to try to jab his way to this victory. He's just throwing one jab at a time, and that's it.
You don't think that's smart? It's like, hey, maybe if I think that I'm up, I'm winning. This is the tool that I think is effective. This is what I think works for me now. Why not just continue to do that? Almost like if I'm able to wrestle someone, their job is to get up, right? So it's the same thing with the jab. If you're able to stop me from just jabbing your face off this whole time, you can't stop it. The crowd may not like it, the judges may not like it, but I'm winning.
It's smart if you guarantee to win, but you're not guaranteed to win, and it's too close. So,
and we're looking at you're looking at the matter of opinion, right?
You're settling for the possibility of a win, and you're okay with that. So to me, that's like, what would Dana say? You didn't look like you wanted it, bro.
Ain't in there.
I know,
but Cub can say, Cub be laying it on the line. Cub be laying it on the line. He like, I'm not just trying to win with this jab. I'm going to win with this jab and this entire kitchen sink of stuff I'm going to throw at you. You know, and that's the one thing. But again, what we were talking about with D-Rod, he's having a hard time getting out of that jab, because the one thing is, and again, like you can tell Lee wants to win. And I think the other thing that kind of sells it, do the judges know about this catch weight? Do they know that he's the smaller fighter? And again, we're looking at three opinions and who did what, who is really pushed that opinion.
I think I'm giving that one to D-Rod, man. I think D-Rod took it in that last round. Round 1, D-Rod. Round 2, Lee. Round 3, D-Rod again.
Last 2 rounds to the Leech.
I give it to Lee. I think he tried harder, and I thought it was too close to say someone clearly won. So I'd give it to the guy that was trying to change
up the narrative, that was trying to break the rhythm, that was trying to, And then you add in he was the smaller fighter who took on the bigger fighter, and he was able to overcome that, and he landed that shot swinging.
I
Oh,
guess
what do you think, chat?
maybe I'm biased. I just want him to win so I can smack him later.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, now I understand. I mean, if it's something you're trying to set it up so you can get that dub,
He doesn't.
hey,
He doesn't look like he thinks he won either. You know, he looks like I made it through the fight.
Oh, D-Rod?
D-Rod, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like you know.
Someone says
let's
hopefully
see.
it's a draw. Yeah. See.
A draw?
Yeah. It's
Well, when my man, hold up, my man. We got to go back over here real quick. I got to see, look at Scalito 25. He put those 188,000 channel points on there real quick, and he did it by accident. But it's close because if you win, it was the greatest accident you ever did have. You know what I mean? I said it like that on purpose. The greatest accident you ever did have. You know what I mean? So, but we shall see. We shall see. Here it comes. 3 rounds. Uh-oh. 29-28 Rodriguez. 29-28 the Leech. 29-28. D-Rod by the split. D-Rod with the split decision. Oh!
The crowd is booing.
They
Big
always
time.
boo. If any split decision or any close fight, they're always it's a robbery.
Oh, man. Second fight taking on 24-hour notice situation like that, but so chat, I mean, y'all do understand what's next, right? You two? Do we even discuss? Do we even need to discuss? You know what's up?
Oh.
Hamzat and Holland.
Oh, nice.
Hamzat and Holland are about to be oh no. I like it. Yo, Trap Sensei, how you do? He felt like he had it. Maybe he did with that jab. That jab was, but it was a split. But, all right.
Yeah, his jab was on point. It was good. I wish he would have used it more,
Yeah.
and even like disguised it more and like
Jab,
got
cross.
tricky with it. Yeah,
You know, jab, jab.
or pump the jab and then throw the cross and then throw the cross with the jab after it. Like there's a lot of things you can do. You know,
Yeah,
when it's landing, you play with it, but he didn't. You know, I guess that's what's frustrating.
See, like right there, for some reason, Stu, it is not loaded so I can click this thing. It's crazy. Are you in here? Let me try this again. There we go. Okay, now we should be. Now I got it. You know what I was saying? Does that make sense? What I was trying to say, Stu? Like I'll move the mouse over, but it won't. Woo! Now it just moved again.
Yeah.
Nope, there it is. All right, there we go. It dipped on me. We had it for a minute. All right, there you go. It is up. It is up. The predictions are up. 85,000.
I didn't realize he was only 11-0. He only has 11 pro fights.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's just kind of
I
erupted
didn't
on
know
the
that.
scene. You know what I
I
mean?
did not know that.
Kevin Holland. What do y'all think? Seriously. I want to know, man. What do y'all think? Come, look at him.
I'm rolling with Holland. I don't know. I feel like Holland's gonna. I think he's gonna touch him and while it's the nerves are there and make it a crazy fight. So we'll see.
All right, Sand
if he gets
Collector,
taken
can
down
you tell
and
Cub I
controlled
said
right
hi?
away, then yeah, I don't know.
All right. All right. I mean, I like it, but yeah, we have to see. Does that make sense? There we go. Nas. Is that Nas dropping 150,000 channel points? 250 lost 95 comes running in and drops 250,000 channel points on Shemaev. Whoa, wait a second. Agathis. Agathis comes flying in on the other side. 250,000 channel points for Holland. Ooh. All right. All right. Look at this. Y'all getting crazy. I like it. I like it. I just lost 200. Lee should have won. Yes. I truly believe Lee should have won. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe. I'm a believer in Lee winning. You know? I got what 1,500 on Kevin Holland for the win. Pay 6,900. What? Dang. All right. Rude Boys over there is like, my parlays aren't coming through right now. Are they? Oh, wait. Are your parlays dropping? They doing all right?
Well, that last one I got cooked. I did a last minute play. I got smoked, but
You can't say small. Well, unless you were going by a round, but a split decision, you know.
yeah, it's close.
So 6'3", 6'2", 81-inch reach to 75 on the.
I'm going under. Let's see. I'm going under 2.5 Hamzat.
Under 2.5 Hamzat. So that's how that works. Like you can pick. I want it to go under 2.5. It's gonna end. Oh, okay, and that like the odds are different. I'm a noob. I've got to learn chat. So I like y'all can teach me. We bet channel points for there. Come on, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to. So you're gonna go. So this fight can't go. It's got to be. All right, I get it. Halfway through the second round.
Someone in chat, Habitat says it's going 2.5 over. Holland getting the finish late.
Holland getting a late finish, huh?
Okay.
That might be a lot of wrestling and a lot of defending the wrestling, and I don't think the sting will be there as much as, right? I mean, he could be in great shape, but that's kind of the whole idea. That tends to, with all that wrestling, even if you can avoid it, you're going to get stuck scrambling, right, Cub? And you got to try to push him off and pull him and snap him and throw him, and that tends to wear you out. Is that sting going to be there in the third round? But it is Holland. And wait, how many rounds is this one?
5.
This is a 5-round fight.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
the next 2 fights are 5 rounders.
All right, so now it could go. Okay. Well, we'll have to find out. But I think with that much wrestling, even if you are to defend yourself, you're gonna have to defend yourself, right? You're gonna have to defend the takedown. You're gonna have to scramble and get yourself back up, even if you want to get out of there. I mean, and that does wear you out quite a bit. So, but I don't know. You can still be snapping those shots out there, flicking them pops. Boom. We'll have to. That's it. I'm ready. I'm excited.
I'm running the kitchen real quick. I'll be right back.
Got you.
Bring me back some.
Yo. I like that. I don't know, Cub. This one's going to be. Oh, come on, Holland. But.
So what's at stake? What happens if Chimaev wins? He gets a title fight?
Will he still get it with the weight and everything? Like, did he piss everybody off, or is it all forgiven? Like you said, it'll all be forgiven, and he gets to go in there.
I think possibly he could get be next in the line for a title fight at 185.
Ooh,
because you got Israel and
that makes so much sense if they can do that fight. Who is he fighting, chat?
The kickboxer that knocked him out.
Oh, Pereira. He's fighting Pereira. So he's got he's revenging. He's getting a revenge. Okay.
Yeah.
And then they could bump him up there. That would be.
I think I had heard something about that it's a possibility because the only other person that's there at 185, I think, is Robert Whitaker, and he's already fought for the title a few times, so it makes it a little bit like, you got to make him. Sometimes you got to make him work extra hard to get an extra chance.
Yeah, is Hamzat, willing to do that? Because it's kind of cool you said that, because what would you have done if you beat Nate Diaz? What were you going to get? You see what I'm saying? And it's kind of the same thing as Kevin Owens. Obviously, there's a star stack. I mean, you beat the GOAT, you beat the Diaz, and there's that Diaz factor because he's a big name.
Yeah.
But when it comes to leveling up to that title, you know what I'm saying? Were you still going to get that title? So, yeah, if he comes out and does the same thing here, other than unless he's getting punished for missing weight or whatever, which I don't see that either.
I don't think
Go
so,
up to 85 and especially if he just runs a number on him and just goes out here and does, and just goes after him after Holland but I can't see it. I can't see it with Holland.
And what if Holland wins?
There we go. What does that do?
Yeah.
Dang, Cub. Now you got to have all that logic in there. So wait, I don't know.
Well, it's exciting. Now
but it is. I like
it. Because that's what's going on in their minds, right?
Yep.
So they have that pressure on them. So why don't we try to think about what they're thinking about and be like, oh, man, this is what they're carrying in there. This is what they got to deal with. This is what they're hoping to accomplish right now. It tells a more clear story.
Yep, 100%. Hey, I had a question. Someone asked, do you wear contacts when you're fighting?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Nope. All right. Last chance for prediction.
I see fine.
You see fine? Yeah. See that? See,
Wait,
the blue blockers.
I could see punches coming at me.
The blue blockers.
I couldn't.
It's all rhythm. You can see shoulders.
Something.
Yeah. But if you had to read the tattoo the wording on the chest, no. But I can see those shoulders rotating, right?
Not.
You just get your own rhythm, my man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, and that's the thing. So I'd be curious. I always say, man, it's first 2 minutes of this fight. The first minute, I want to be split. Now we got a lot of boos. So everybody, wait. Is he forgiven? Is that chat? Is the crowd cheering? Or are they booing? That's a lot of booing. That's a horrible amount of booing, right? But he wanted to be the villain. Oh, here it comes. The booing. How can I watch the fight? Exclamation watch in chat. That's how you can do it. Do we got YouTube? How we doing out there? Is YouTube still around? What's up, YouTube? We love you very much. You can always drop into the UFC on Twitch if you want to jump into the chat. Twitter. All right, so there's the booze. But look, it doesn't. But the thing is, it doesn't fade him one bit. Oh man, he don't care. You know what I mean? You can cheer him, you can boo him. He's in his own world, isn't he?
Yep.
The boos are cheers to him. That's noise, right?
Yeah, he's just taking any energy he can get. He doesn't care about that. He's just trying to get in there and get fighting. How do you feel, Cub? You care about boos or anything? Does anything the crowd do affect you? For me, I feel like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't really like the boos, because I'm not used to it. I've only been booed at like a handful of times, but they usually change their mind. So yeah, I don't let the crowd like affect me too much. I
don't know. I can't relate. I
zone into my opponent, and I'm just like, it's just me and this dude, and I like get stuck in that. It's just me and him. Because I think like I imagine, because I try to imagine that I have home field advantage, and I'm like thinking this dude walked into my gym and he's trying to beat me up in my own gym. Hell no, nah. I'm gonna kill this dude right now. Don't come in my gym and try to start shit with me. Like
I love it.
I have that like I'm trying to like have home field advantage.
Okay.
Oh, they're not even going to do it. He thought he was going to go there and give him a high five. No. Alan's like, no, man, are you playing? I think he got a thumbs up, though. I'll tell you what, he's fired up, though, regardless. He's ready to go. So what is the, our predictions closed?
I mean, look at that reach, man.
It is
75 and
something. If he
81.
can
That's
stick
that
that
is-
right,
that is
that
massive.
right hand down the pipe.
yeah.
Boom.
I
Put
think
a
it's gonna
foot-
start fast. I have a feeling this fight is gonna start fast. They're gonna run to the center.
Hamzat's going to run
try to
right
get-
at him, right?
Yep. And if
Yeah.
if Holland misses that right hand, it's over. That's what I'm thinking. Because his grappling isn't very good.
All right, it's over for the round or it's over. You see what I'm saying?
Could be both.
Okay.
could be both. Could be both.
All right. Okay.
Once he gets down, I think all of us, including chat, knows he's not getting back up.
Yes, but I've got wishful and hopeful. I got that wishful and that hopeful. You right? Lean back. Boom. He knocked Jacare Souza out from his back, rude boy. From his
He did.
back. So
He
I
did,
got
he
I got to
did.
see, something. But I don't know. You want a crowd? Look at the crowd. Love him now.
I'm pulling for Holland, though. I really am.
I get it. But I do see it. He's going to get in there, get that body lock, take him down. He's going to grab that far wrist control, a.k.a. the Dagestani handcuff, pull it in, and start letting the left hand ride as he sits on that near leg, pulling the foot out and with the threat of putting the leg right in and just punching him and punching him. And then it's just going to be, I could see. But that was kind of my goal, was the idea is, again, thinking that Nate will be in that kind of conditioning, which will going into the next fight, to be able to roll around on the ground, because he's going to have to. You're going to have to scramble down there. And hopefully it doesn't put you in a position where you fatigue so bad that you can't do anything. You have no offense, right? After a couple of scrambles. But
See,
he is
even
fired
even
up,
at the
man.
beginning, he looks the same. This is how this guy always looks. Holland's always smiling. He is not smiling.
Yeah, I'd say Holland looks more nervous. He looks nervous, and Hamzat looks ready.
Remember,
He looks
Holland's always,
ready,
look, they
honestly.
talk stuff, but Holland likes to talk to people. So I want to see the conversation. He
I
likes
don't
to
think
chat.
he's gonna be talking.
I don't think so. Like he's that
Yeah,
mad.
you don't look like he's in the
Alright.
mood.
He don't
He
look
would've
like, so
already
he's
been
that
talking. He
mad
ain't
then.
talking.
That,
He
that
was
whole
concerned.
confrontation pissed him off that bad. You see what I'm saying? And it took him to a different level, because that could be a whole nother, like, we've never seen it. So
Yeah, good.
there he
Oh,
goes.
there's
Right
the
into
shot.
that single, goes around and gets his back. There's the re-roll. There you go. Holland tried to re-roll, but we got the body lock by Hamzat trying to pummel in. Oh, pummel in. Try to pummel in on that face. Holland's going to try
Nice.
to keep a wide stance. There it is. Keep
He's
doing that
rolling.
roll. He trying to roll,
All
trying to
right,
roll. Now
Holland-
it's bad.
Holland's using a lot of energy.
Now he stopped him.
Nah, it's a wrap there, man.
Here it goes. Nope, he pushed away. Kick.
Got
He's
his
got a
guard back.
guard, at
Okay.
least. We have a
That's
guard.
good. That's good.
Holland's blocking. He's able to, ironically, with his knees and stuff, he's able to kind of push him away a little bit. The ground and pound is not happening. Ooh,
crowd's
5-round
cheering
fight.
USA.
We're about to be
Yeah.
north-south. Nope.
Oh, hey, triangle.
Oh, he threw it by.
Damn.
All right. This ain't going 5 rounds, just condition-wise. There's no way. He's got to figure out how to pummel inside if he can. Nice balance,
Holland's
though.
doing a good
Holland's
job.
trying to do
These
that
two-
hip toss with the roll. Oh, he tried to roll, too. Watch out for that front
Sorry.
headlock. 'Cause he's got that 3-quarter Nelson. He's going to peel it over. He's got that necktie. If people know what it is, but he's holding on to that 3-quarter Nelson. And he's going to crank, and here it comes. There's the choke. Oh, there's the choke. Now it's going to go into a Darce. And now it's going to lock it in. There it is.
Under round and a half.
And now he's going to step
Back
over the
out.
hip. He's got the necktie.
Done.
Or did he switch it? Nope. Holland's working his
Darce
way
right
out of
now.
it. All right, Kevin's making his way out of it, though. He's getting out of this. Ish. Oh, there you go with that arm coming
Yeah.
over. That was it. Nice hip, dog.
All right.
Now he's going to lock it up
Oh,
even
now he's
deeper.
back
Now
in.
he's going to grab the
That's
leg and sit
iron.
down.
It's
Now
back
he's
on
gonna
again. though. That's
nurse.
tough. That's tough. It's back on again. That's tough.
He relocked, right? But
Yeah.
Kevin's doing the right thing right now. Look at this right here. Oh, but the power over. Now, this is bad. Nice control, Hamzat. I'll give him that. Now you
Hamzat
got
can
it.
take his
Definitely.
right leg and start to smack there. There you go.
See, but he's
Oh,
got to be
there
able
you
to try to hang out a little bit and breathe. There, he tapped him.
Oh, he's tapped.
He
It's
got
over.
him. Hamzat jumped on his head and tapped him just like that.
Oh, he kissed him.
He hurt him.
That was nice.
It popped his shoulder. Look like.
The pace, the speed. I mean, that's hard to keep up with.
Hey, and the respect. I like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
like it. Yeah.
Hey, we handled it. Respect. It's all good.
Dude, the way he stepped off to that 3/4 Nelson, that's so dangerous. If you can hook the leg and do it right there, you have a necktie that is nasty. But then if it fails, you go over the necktie, boom, right into the darts. And look at that.
Did he fake? Did he fake the glove touch and shoot?
Kind of. kind of. He kind of did.
It's kind of dirty.
did.
Look at that. Then
But
that
that's why,
body lock.
honestly, Cub, I don't touch gloves. I just
Yeah.
I rarely ever touch gloves. There's no point. They touch gloves when they brought them to the center. Why you touching gloves
Yeah.
again when the round starts? You know, it's just go fight.
But he did a good job getting out there a couple times, and then he just got up there nice and tight and locked it up.
Yeah.
And, man, that scrambling
Randy,
was tough. That was a crazy 2 minutes.
While you were gone, we were talking about like what happens if each one wins. And we were talking about Chimaev. If he wins this fight, what happens? And we were thinking, does he possibly get the next title fight at 185?
That's a good question. Honestly,
Because it kind of makes sense. Somebody's got to fight the winner of Izzy and Pereira.
that division needs something, and I think that with this situation happening with him missing weight, who knows? Maybe he's truly an 85er and he can't make the weight. Maybe it's time for him to. He needs to go up and fight. You know, fight those bigger guys. I guess.
Let him fight Izzy.
Yeah,
I would straight. That would be sick. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. I think if Izzy wins, that could happen. But if Izzy loses, then you have Robert Whittaker. The Robert Whittaker, he's not going to fight the same guy for a third time. So it's kind of opens that back up. But yeah, they're not going to want to
fought at middleweight. Not sure. But he can't make 170 evidently.
Yeah,
so.
he can't make 170.
You a middleweight now? Look, he's going ham.
Embracing the heel, huh?
Oh, he's embracing this.
He just said,
repeat.
Chechnya. Wow.
I killed everybody. He said, I kill everybody. Oh, he took no damage.
Double down.
They said you were far overweight. He goes, I don't care about that shiz. I don't care about that shiz. I kill everybody. I don't care. We shouldn't even have weight classes. Okay.
Yeah.
The doctor stopped me. Nobody can stop me.
Yeah, that's contradicting.
Look at him. He is fired up. Fired up. What weight is Bo Nickel? Because I know he's got to do the Dana White Contender Series again. Was that at 70 or 85? Chat, was that at 85? Or is Bo Nickel even heavier?
Either 85 or 205, I think.
Is it 85? Because
Yeah,
I'll tell you right now, bring in Bo Nickel and hand him Hamzat. I want to see Bo Nickel wrestle him. I want to see Bo Nickel wrestle him at 185. I'm telling you right now. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, he faked it. He
I'm
did
not
fake
even
it.
kidding you.
He completely faked that shot, the hand touch, like all the way.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's kind of shady, but is what it is.
100.
Bo Nickel fights at 185. Yeah.
185. I'm just saying, if there's, now he's got to come back and do, the problem was he did that Dana White Contender Series, and it was dominant, but it was too, I don't know if y'all seen it. It was, and I said on purpose to seen it, but it was just too, it was too wrestling. Does that make sense? He just went out there, took his back, doing the legs and just rear naked him, but they wanted to see, right? Can we see some other stuff from you, right? Once you get in the UFC, then go be the wrestler and choke everybody. Do what you do, right?
Well, I think it was the smart play. I think they made it seem like Dana was the bad guy on that one, but honestly, it's the smartest thing you could do. Why would
100.
you sign him right
Yeah,
away, and then
too
throw
much.
him to the wolves of the UFC. You could even try to match him up, but whoever he's gonna fight is still a step higher than who he's gonna fight next in the Contender Series, right? So the Contender Series is a safer fight.
Yep.
They could pick the right fight, give him one more opportunity to get experience, because man, you need the experience in there. So to me, it was the smartest move.
Well,
Make him
and they
fight
want to
one more
see him mix
time.
it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
They want to see him mix it up and not do what he's so good at. It's like, okay, we know you can wrestle. You snapped him down, you spun around, you got the rear naked choke. We know that. But can you know, like maybe show some stand up a little bit? Can you,
Yeah.
you know, a little bit of throwing this? Because you know that's exactly what you said though. Because once he does get in the UFC, he's gonna get
Right.
catapulted right up. He's gonna get thrown right in, don't you think?
Yeah. And so if they could delay that
Yeah.
as an organization and try to help develop him, even if they take some backlash, who cares? Like, you're developing a potential superstar. So
Yeah, well,
let
I'm
it
with you.
happen.
And that's what I'm saying. He comes in
Yeah.
and dials it in and shows a little more. I think he was just too much of a phenomenal wrestler. Went in and just got that easy choke. And like, okay, we know you can do that, but where's the rest of it? You know, and that's why they said,
Yeah,
so come on back. I'm glad they're doing it. And it was pretty cool. And
Yeah,
the
me too.
funny thing is, he's like, yeah, all right, I'll do it again. But it's kind of like,
Well,
show
look-
a little more, you know?
I think he should go
Look at
on
Danielle
the
Wolf.
local scene and
Look at,
fight.
yeah, but
Yeah,
look
I
at
think-
Danielle Wolf. She did the same thing. She was a boxer. I've trained with her before. She could throw. She hits hard.
Yeah.
And she's been trying to do MMA for a long time, trying to make that transition. She went on the Contender Series. She only had one fight. She got signed. You saw what happened tonight.
She got worked.
She
Yeah.
got dominated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
fight
It's like,
for 2
why
years
wouldn't-
after that.
Yeah, so it's like they could do that with the girls because most of the girls don't have as many fights, but you can't do that with the guys. When right off the bat, you're fighting somebody with 20 fights. Like, your
Bo
wrestling
Nickel
credentials
comes
are
with
dope, but
Bo
still.
Nickel comes with a pretty big hype. You know, I mean, it's a pretty big hype behind
He
him,
needs
at least
to-
in the
he needs
wrestling
to go
world.
I think he should go stay on the local scene. I think he did the Contender Series. He's on everybody's radar. Everybody knows about him. A smart player is to build up your resume on the local scene now. That's what I think. I know it'll be hard. to
They're
get
bringing
fights
him back.
probably.
He's doing the last episode or
I don't think they should sign him. I think he should just fight. And even if they do offer to sign him, I think he should refuse and continue to build up and come back at another time. Because it's still mixed martial arts at the end of the day. And you run into the UFC, when you get to a certain level, you can be a specialist all you want. You can have that one skill set where we know you're a beast at that one thing. But you're going to run into a guy that can put it all together.
if you don't
he
like
can
getting
pocket
punched
takedowns,
and
you're gonna
kicked,
be in
you got a
trouble.
problem. And you be shooting from a
And
distance. And when you start
and I
shooting,
know, we all know that being able to freestyle wrestle and be a good wrestler and being able to cage wrestle in a fight is two complete different things.
no. Well, and it adds in, and that's kind of like what we were talking about when it comes to, go to the, go and box against straight boxers and see the difference. Go and wrestle in a wrestling room and see the difference. Go and, you know what I mean? But then when you try to put it all together, there's a lot of variants that just mess with you. The leg kicks and, I think like if he comes out and shows it again, like I said, I definitely want to see him. I'm not saying he has to become a boxer or anything like that, but just at the
Sure.
same token, just kind of move around a little bit and,
Here's my thing.
He's
How
got
I
some
look at it.
hands.
he
I
does.
say he does have some hands, but here's what I say.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting you to go become something you're not. But what I
Yeah.
am expecting is for you to learn all the things that come with the game to complement what you already do well. You see what I'm saying? That's what's going to help you. You
Yeah.
got to be able to mix it up. You got to be able to do the things so that you can get to set up the thing that makes you good. And if you're not doing that, you're going to have a short time in the game.
Well, I got you. And like what Hector Rico just said, a wrestler just overpowered a black belt, which truth. And that wrestler just messed up any of the striking, any of the kneeing, anything of that nature. And that's something, but that's also why Hamzat is Hamzat. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But he doesn't, but you notice as he spends his time working on his hands, but again, getting comfortable. I think the biggest thing with, like, you go look at Brock back in the day, he was so terrified at those punches and terrified, like it would take him out of position. That's the one thing that Hamzat, he is at least staying in position. Does that make sense, Rude
sure.
Boy? You know what I mean?
For sure.
But with Brock, he was scared, like, petrified, turning and running away kind of thing. So you got to get comfortable. And it's not, like you said, it's not, I'm not telling you to become a boxer, but we need you to be comfortable in those situations because, right, those punches lead to those kicks, especially inside leg kicks and stuff like that. They lead to other things. It's kind of like what Cub was saying about what you guys were saying about learning how to stay both sides. You need to be able to fight on both sides because you see a calf kick come in nowadays. Some of these fighters are still lost. You know what I mean? They're like, oof, we're lost because I don't know how to stand the other way, and they keep trying to go back, right? So having both episodes. But I'll be curious to see what he does. You know, but I'm just saying, when it came to Hamzat, watching him fight Bo Nickel, another phenom wrestler, that'd be all right. I'd be curious to see how that goes.
Yeah.
Ferguson's
Tony
making his
looks
way
nervous.
out. Why y'all okay, so what do y'all think about this fight? What do you think about Diaz and Ferguson? Just gonna sit back and watch it, embrace it.
Who's the better grappler?
Is it going to be a grappling match? Is it going to be a boxing match? Are they going
I
to
think
sit
it's
there?
going to be standing, but if I had to pick, I think Nate's a better grappler.
It's Tony time, man. Tony time. Let's see.
We'll have to see. This is going to be sitting back and just enjoying it, chat. Just to sit back, enjoy this, because this might be the last time.
You think that Nate can dictate where the fight takes place?
I don't think he will. I mean, I think he wants to keep it standing, and he'll just do that. And I think that Tony will dictate where the fight goes. But I just find that funny because I do think that Nate is a better grappler, but I think that Tony will be the one more likely to take it there. I'm a fan of both. I like both guys.
Yeah, no, Nate Diaz. You know this. I mean, let's go, Nathan. That's that's my boy. Period. Man. That's my winner. You know, it's like I said. I go way back with the Diaz family. I knew Nick when he was, I think, 16, 17 years old. One of the first people I ever met. So it's just, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's weird. It was just weird watching them all. Like I said, I get almost nostalgic sometimes just sitting there waiting for all the fighters to show up and seeing Nathan walk in the gym. It's like, oh, okay. We got Nate Diaz. Okay. You know, me and BJ, of course, are not liking each other. Season 5 was so long ago. You know, but just, it's what a journey. The whole thing is just what a trip, you know, just time. And
yeah.
You know, so but it's really cool. It's really cool just to see his career and see what he's done. And yeah, man, I love the kid. I'm going for Nathan all the way. But yeah, fight wise, I don't know how to go. I don't know who's going to try to dictate the pace, because either one can kind of, obviously Tony's going to jump in there and be the one that's being the aggressor, at least on his feet, right?
Yeah, he's going to be doing more kicks and more elbows and more like diving into stuff. Nate's just going to be range finding, slapping, and just trying to hit and wear him down.
Short time, chat, on the picks. Short time. But yeah, so I don't know. Look at Tony though. I like it. Look at Tony just spotlighted. This is sick. I like that. I can't believe this card has been. I'm glad. I'm glad we get to see this. But
it's the veteran division right here. I like it.
I'm telling you, this is cool. It's very cool. And it could be, again, with his last fight was against Chandler, wasn't it? That teep kick to the face. Was that the last time?
Yeah.
That was a brutal one.
Yeah.
You know?
And he looked good before that.
Yeah.
He was looking good and then not good.
Then not, right?
Man, you know how it is. You've been around the sport long enough, you start to you see knockouts like that. You're like, man, I don't want to see that.
That was a bad one, you know. And he's had he's been in a couple of fights where it just, when you're that kind of fighter, right?
Yeah, and when you don't wake up that quick, you start to be like, oh man.
Well, you know, and that's it. And then when you're those kind of fighters, I mean, it takes dividends. can only
Yeah.
take so much. You know,
Like,
like
remember when Diego Sanchez got hit with that elbow from Matt Brown?
Oh
Yeah.
Like right in the back
Oh,
of the
that was
head.
beyond. That was a,
and
that
he
was a
just, like,
hell. That was a
Yeah.
hellbow, man. Cub,
Yeah.
he came from way back here and just yahtzeed him, like because we watched
Yeah.
that fight a couple times on the stream. Oh, that was a
Yeah, because
monster.
Diego tried to like duck it and it just floored him.
Crumbled him, yeah.
And and that one was like, man, I don't want to see
That
that.
was scary. Yeah, that was scary.
Yeah,
And-
you're like, man.
but we'll find out. Look at that though. Look at Diaz. Look at the crowd. I mean,
That's awesome.
this kid is, it's. I'm telling you what. Oh, Nathan, man, I love it. It's damn all you guys got to be getting old on me. It's just I don't like it. I don't like it. You're all the youngsters. Stop it.
Oh man.
Stop it.
It looks like he was getting a little emotional. I like it. He's he's soaking it all in.
I hope. Look at Nick. He's just hanging. Caesar, I like, and then Reyes is over there. They bring in the lines. Look at him. Yes, you can have 10 people walk out with you. That's all right. You only get 3 1/4. Now it's Nathan. He gets 7 at least. Because which one of them are you going to leave out in that whole royalty? You can't. You know what I mean? Who's going to get left out in this one? It's no can do. But that's it. Both can fight off their back like with Joe. This, man. All right. Just be fun. I hope this, man, I'd like to see this go a little bit.
It's like
He's all
hugs.
confused. Yeah.
We don't
I
do
don't
that.
need to hug anybody.
It's like we don't do that, homie.
Yeah, hugging people. Oh no. He just turned around again and
Give
no,
another
we
head
good.
nod. Like,
yeah,
yo,
give him
all
another
right.
head nod. Like, oh no. Oh,
See, this is the thing that I always talk about. That's crazy. The difference between boxing and MMA is right here, right? This is when you say bye to everyone, and then they lock us in there, and then they're doing all the announcements, and you're just standing there like, all right, in boxing, you got your whole crew massaging
all the way
you,
through
and
the
they're like
don't do
announcing
the
you, and you're
whole
just
thing
like,
until they push you out there
Yeah,
and start boxing.
yeah, you're like,
they gotta
you're
get out the
announcing,
ring.
you
They're like,
got
I
10
love it.
dudes, like, I got my whole squad.
It
Yeah,
is a lovely man. You
And
just
then in
kind of
this, you're just like,
you
like,
gave me
they're like,
the
"Let
heebies
me
right
pour
there.
you
You
some-
gave me the
give
heebies
some
because
water through the cage.
oh,
You're like,
because that's literally it. You're like looking around because when that cage closed, like where'd everybody go? It's like all of a sudden it's like that
Yeah.
lonely
Loneliest
dude. You just
place
gave me a
after that.
huge
Yeah.
flat.
they're like, they're on the
you
cage,
took
like,
me
hey,
back.
you got this, you got this. You're like,
Everybody's
yeah,
like, you're okay. I swear you're good. And you're like, man, there's this barrier between us. That's not how this is
Yeah.
supposed to happen. You feel so far away right now. I can't believe, look at that. Yeah, that one messed with me right there. You just took me back. Because I remember that. Because there was a couple of times when they closed that gate, I was like, man. And it was like, I'm like, where y'all at? Where y'all at? We're over here.
Yeah.
We're over here. I don't like this.
That's
No,
what I'm
you need to
saying.
be in here. You're like, you
Like,
locked
I'm
me in here
jealous.
with this other guy.
I'm jealous of the boxers. You got your whole squad. You got a guy rapping for you, and you're just like, yeah, what? I got my whole
Everybody's
squad
hanging
here.
right up until it's
Yeah,
time to
yeah.
start punching. Then you don't have time to think anymore. That's it,
Yeah.
man. They should all be allowed in the cage. I love it. I love it. That was tight. Yeah, dude, that closed that cage. It is a weird feeling when that thing gets locked.
Yeah.
Like, there's no turning back now. But
Yeah, and then you're
you're
trying
all
to
on
like
the other
pace.
side.
I'm pacing and thinking, and then the camera guy's like
Crowding your
following
shit.
you, just following you around. You're like, bro, get out of my face. I'm trying to focus.
You know what I used to do? I used to just stare at my coach. Even while they're announcing me, I would just stay there and try to just, they'll be all hung over and I just try to get as close as possible to them. And I'll just stay there with them like this is my back turn.
Yep,
They're announcing
happy
me and the guy
thoughts,
over there. I just
happy
stay there like
thoughts.
this. Man, crazy.
Oh, yeah, it was funny. Oh, he jumped. Did my man Bunny hop? Brooks Buffer left. He got, I think both shoes left the canvas.
He'll do that.
I can't believe we're getting to watch this fight, though. I ain't going to BS.
In 2022 at that.
This is crazy. I love it. He gonna grab some pocket sand. Let's go.
How old are they? Nate's younger, right?
I believe so. Great. Yeah, Tony's older, right? Chat. Tony's 1 year older. Thank you, Florida. Love it.
Damn, I'm older than both of them.
Well, take comfort that I'm older than all of you. So just relax. You're a youngster than me, brother. You're a youngster than me.
I can live with that.
That's my man. There you go. It's not too
100%.
bad on the other side, man. And on the other side of the fence, when it's not too bad. As long as you got things to do, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
He
Oh
said,
man,
"Yeah."
dude, I was driving him. I drove a minivan today and took my daughter to her soccer game. So
I seen the post. Yeah,
I'm right. I'm almost there.
I wake up every morning and take my son to school. It's crazy.
Hell yeah, that's
chat.
awesome. Whoop, whoop.
All right, chat. Here we go. Tony trying to lunge with that right hand. So we got
Yeah,
our
he
righty
looked a
versus
little
lefty.
nervous. Oh, Ferguson already switched.
Oh, did he just
spinning
try
elbow.
to spin off that elbow? Tony already spinning.
Yeah, and
big
it
left
landed on
hand.
the top of his head.
That awkward style, like Nate's got to get these hands up. Where's that jab? All right.
Tony looks old, man. He just doesn't look like the same guy.
Now describe that when you see it. Like, did he just punch him in the thigh? Does he look like his balance? Does he look like those staggers? Like he's, you know what I mean? Or is he just normally that kind of that herky jerky style? He's always had a little bit of that, but at the same token, that kind of also takes a good core strength. You know what I mean? Those young knees, young ankles, kind of thing. Or does he still look, you know what I mean, stable? Oi, see right there after he throws the right hand, like it's like he's got a lower back or something. You know what I mean? Like when you have a bad lower back and you throw that right hand, and it kind of
looks funny.
knocks you uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Just the way after he throws that right hand, it looks weird.
He's always had that unorthodox, awkward style.
That's my point.
It's just at a slower pace, and it's more like prevalent, I feel.
Okay, that makes sense. Cause see, okay, you're helping me figure it out. I was having a hard time trying to describe what you were saying, but it says, we've got blood down the shin.
Damn.
Already. Even his shin skin's getting old. It's getting tired of kicking. You know? Oh, I love it. I love it. But you see what I mean?
Man,
it's almost like he doesn't want to bend over, that he gets past that certain point. When you have a lower back injury where you bend past a certain point and you get stuck, like, you can't snap back up, if that makes sense.
A backwards walk. I love it. I would love for to see like the autopsy of like a Thai fighter that's had like 400 fights to like see what their shin bones look like.
Has anybody heard about they calcified and they come together? They're one bone.
No way.
Yeah. There's a few Thai fighters. No joke. Look it up. I'm not even kidding you.
The foot in the shin?
You're talking about the
tibia and the fibula will meld together. So it'll be like one solid bone.
That's crazy.
Now you're jumping in with that elbow.
You know what's worrying me is that look at Tony. Tony's getting lost in the storm sometimes. Like, I know he usually creates the chaos, and that's where he thrives in his own chaos, right? Where people can't keep up with him. But notice, in the middle of an exchange, he'll like lose direction or miss a shot, and he'll be standing full side profile, just stuck, like looking back to where he was.
That's my point. Does that seem like a back injury? You know what I'm saying?
It's not good.
But do you see, okay, so you're catching it now. That's what I'm saying. Is that like when your back hurts, like you get past the point and now you're kind of stuck and you just have to keep going forward. You can't snap back around. When he throws that right hand, it's what you're saying. It's weird how he's so off balance, right?
Yeah, he's like stuck there. I think it's his eyes. I think it's just like his, you know, his, how do you say? It's just reaction
Equilibrium?
time. Is just his reaction time is just kind of just. It's just not this. Look. You see how he just kind of just stays there for a little bit every time he misses that side. I feel like you're just asking to just
See
get
right
drilled by
there.
a right hand,
Okay.
looking back into the person. You know what I mean? He's doing that over and look.
Oh, but then he does that, and you can see now how he was supposed to turn, how fast he just whipped that elbow around. That's what I'm saying. Is that part of his? That kind of is part of his deal. The way he just spun that elbow. Here comes Nate starting to warm up with the hands a little bit, throwing the big 1-2. And then you'll see him do that side to side. See, there's that heavy kick. Look at that. It's from the blood. I was going to say, wow, that just marked up his calf like a boss. But that was the blood from the kick, a.k.a. the catch-up. But that's the one thing is Ferguson throwing those inside leg kicks. Nate hasn't really let his hands go at all. Does that make sense? Like Tony that's just been his style. He's just that herky-jerky.
Yeah.
But it works.
He's definitely slowed down a little bit. But that's why I was saying that's why I like this fight, because I think both of these guys have slowed down a little bit. You know, it's
100%. Well, that's it. Like fight. As you get older, you know, fighting those youngsters, it's a tough one. You know, it's like let's go fight some of these other veterans. You know, a little bit or something. GG, nice job, good back and forth. But Nate's hands just he kind of just watched that whole fight happen a little bit. This kick though. Ooh. Oh, shin on shin. Nate brought the shin up. Tony brought that thing across too. Lead hook. Oh, chat. That shin. Boom. There's the left.
I think that cut him too. I wonder what the punch stats are.
They got total strikes 58 to 48. 38%. So he landed 22 of 58 and 20 of 48 for Ferguson. And then kicks. No, that's significant strikes. No kicks right there yet. All right. All right, here we go. So what do you think, you two? Did Tony win that round?
I don't know. I can tell you.
Oh, y'all just caught up in it, huh? All right. They're caught up in it, chat. We're all caught. We're caught here. All right, so Tony doing the same thing. Moving forward. Nate's got to get those hands comfortable. Switching up the stance. Gonna try to pop that jab. Tony starts kicking that leg. That's the one thing. Like, the way that he just kind of slides in, then he goes back. Nate gets a kick. Tony goes to spin one off.
Man, if this goes long, it's definitely going to be in the favor of Nate. I think he's conserving more energy, and he has the bigger gas tank.
See, so it is something he is doing. Like Joe, I just heard Joe say that Tony, that overextending. He throws that right hand, it almost takes him over. See, now he snaps it back and he's keeping his balance a little better. But when he throws that right hand, it sends him off and then it allows him to spin. See, oh, he almost came back with that elbow.
He just completely got out of there. Like there's one stone at him. He just said, "Yo, I'm out."
He just turned it. Somebody said, "I thought somebody yelled, don't turn your back, Tony." He's like, "I didn't like this."
I would imagine that Tony has at least 3 herniated discs in between his neck and back, like at least 3. Like I would almost put all the money I had on it.
Well, that'd explain it. Now he's trying to walk his way in. Nate's got to get those hands going. There's the jab, cross, lead, hook. Boy, Tony throws a kick. The back and forth.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Started walking. This is awkward. The awkward style, 100%. But well, see, look at that. Try to reach out to that right hand. Nate popped that jab out there. Well, we were wrong about it being on the ground. You know, I mean, well, not anybody saying it was. You all said stand up. I figured there'd be something, but nope. There's a 3-punch combo. Tony catches the foot. Maybe after round 3, then we'll go. All right, now we're gonna go to the ground.
Who do you guys think looks in better shape?
I can't tell. I think they look the same conditioning. I'm really serious because they're both kind of being, like I said, Nathan's just being so patient with his punches. Then there's the jab cross and rear leg. Tony's spinning, but he's cut somewhere. Oh, he's rubbing his eye, rubbing his eye
into his eyes.
This is a good fight, I think, for both of them. I think this is it. This is it now.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Go, nice block. I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad everything worked out the way it did.
Yeah. This is perfect.
Oi, he's back up. There you go. Up kick by Nate. Nate's going to chase him down.
Nate's going to start taking over this next round.
Did you see Tony just take off that elbow, though? That was crazy. Yeah. Try to lob that elbow in there. That was crazy if that had hit, yeah? All right. You can hear Tony's corner so well. He's tired, Tony. He's tired. You're playing with him now, Tony. Oh, spin. There's the combo. There you go. Outside slap him. 2 more. Nate's going to pick it up with the hands. Tony's still up bouncing. No, he's bouncing on his wheels, chat. Boom. There's a 2.
He slapped him.
What happened?
He slapped him. We know we were going to see that.
Oh, come back with that hook.
Yeah, if Nate was smart, he'd just keep punching the body, slow him down.
Go after it. There he goes. And there it is. Tony kicking the shins. Nathan switching up stance. No. All right, he's back. Nope. That's the one thing. His leg is probably already Tony kicking. Look at that. Tony's just blasting that leg. Oi, try to kick to the belly. Man, there's just no clinching or anything right here. All right, I can't tell, man. Is that leg, Dale? Look, now they're just taking a breather. They're having a moment. Look, he pointed at him.
Oh, now they're getting into it.
Let's meet in the middle, I guess. Meet me in the middle. Let's stand there. I tell you, man. I got you. But we have to keep it up. What's up over there on the YouTube? YouTube, you know I love you, but you got to come over here on the Twitch. UFC on Twitch. You got to jump into the chat and hang out. You know what I mean? But, yeah, no, I don't know. What do you guys think? After 2 rounds, it's awkward style. The patience of Nate Diaz. He's not really throwing a lot of shots, Cub. I don't know. What do you guys think? Look at they're too quiet. See, look, they're taking the big breaths. Chad, you see that? They don't know. Like, all right.
We're waiting for the action. The action's about to start.
I knew. All right. See, at some point, they got to pick this up a little bit, I think. Maybe-ish. Tony's bouncing on his feet. He's bouncing around. Nate's standing right there.
I think Diaz is winning right now. Diaz is winning.
All right, they're going to meet right in the center. We're going to meet right in the center, plant our feet, draw a line in the sand, and go first one to back off. Toe to line. Here we go. Nate coming forward. Up kick. There's the right leg is beat up. Oi. Tony's still kicking.
Yeah, he don't care.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
his leg, I'm sure, is just screaming, and he just keeps throwing it.
Yeah, he's like, that's what you get for hurting. Just keep kicking it more. You're going to hurt on here. You're going to hurt later. Boom. Look, he's just throwing a lot of kicks. And that's one thing. It's definitely keeping Nate from getting in there with his hands.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, see, there it is again. Nate's
Oh
going to have to
man,
sit.
Nate.
Nate's
Man,
going to have to sit.
Nate,
It was that made him
he
pause. Or
almost
was he
buckled.
clowning?
Nah, I think he almost buckled.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. The way he stopped, like he was just kind of clowning, or no? Look at now he walks over to his corner. What's happening? They're just walking around. Nate's walking it off. He's shaking his head no. What are we doing? Diaz is clowning. He's just walking around the cage. Tony's walked away. Tony thought about it. What kind of antics do we got going on here? Shoot a takedown. Tony's going to chop that leg.
Yeah.
Nathan knows it.
Yeah,
Boom. There it
Nate
comes.
knows his legs toast.
Nate's in trouble.
Nate's such a gamesman, man. He plays these games. He knows how to John Stark
You
it.
know, he's not even trying to clinch. Now a little bit. Thought about it. Maybe a little bit. There's the 1-2. Then he throws the leg. Then he walks away back to his corner. Look, he sits
just
on the
trying to-
fence. Look, he's sitting on the fence waiting. Then he runs back to the center. The antics chat. There goes Tony. He's going to look like he's going to shoot a takedown. That was a joke. Then he reached down and
Ankle
grabbed
pick.
the foot for a second. Ankle
Imagine
pick.
he hit that. Imagine
man.
Tony hit that ankle pick. That would have been hilarious.
100%. Those inside leg kicks. So now he's on the outside. Nathan's like, dang it. Cub is going back to that two stances. He only seems like Nathan really has the one stance, right? Nobody's
Yeah.
even body locked. There's no wrestling in this fight. Come on. There's no clinching. Oi.
You thought there was gonna be wrestling?
I thought so for at least a round. Tony whipping those elbows out there, though. That's crazy. Look at Nate's like, what? This is impressive. It's impressive.
It looked
Tony,
like the fact that
Another
Nate
shot.
got hurt a little bit. Tony Ferguson had like a spark of energy, like brought him back because he was
Yep.
looking like he was fading. And
yeah.
all of a sudden, he looks like the fresher fighter out of the two.
Now he's trying to run away. Nathan chased him for a little bit, and then Nate's like, you know what I mean? Now he's like, he stopped. He's like, how much I got to chase him? That was hilarious. Who did he complain to? He like literally stopped the complaint. Tony's dancing all over the place, and it is just driving Nathan crazy. He wants a phone booth. I'm thinking maybe. But look at that. Tony's all over the place. Nathan chases after him. Tony just skirts off to the side looking to spin. Nathan can't grab a hold of him. Tony lunges an uppercut. This is crazy. Oh, Diaz pushed him off, tried to kick him in the belly. This is crazy.
The funny thing is this is what it would look like if you took two guys that just were street fighters and you got them
Yeah.
into like incredible shape.
And you put them in front
more
of all
like-
these people. This is what they would do.
This is what it would look like.
Okay, Nathan, look at waiting for him. Like, you get in here. This is crazy. Tony's still kicking at that leg. Does he got? Okay, he sees blood running down the one shin. Or does he got? Did he cut both his shins? Good Lord. You too.
No, it was always that one.
Okay, because the other one, all right, the other one's just red. All right, now again, here comes Nathan trying to walk him down. Gonna land that 1-2. Tony jabbing to the belly hole. Side to side. Oh, there's a big kick. Nice. Nathan coming in with the hands. Tony dances off. This is crazy. This is
Nate with the
crazy.
triple hook, Roy Jones style.
There you go. Now popping that 1-2. Tony's kicking that leg. All right, I like it. Chase him down, Nathan. Nate gets tired to chase him. Tony's doing a lot of moving, though. I'll give it to him. Oh, there's a 1-2.
Yeah.
Then he puts his hand on the side of the fence. Tony comes in and side kicks him. But
Nate didn't even bother taking his hands off the top of the cage while he threw
just
that
held
side
on.
kick.
Look, Nate's holding on to the cage shot. Then he just side kicks him when Tony tries to come in. It's like, I'm gonna hang out here for a minute. Oh, I love it. Yeah, no, I'm sure his leg is not feeling well. I'm sure he's got all kinds of pain issues. You know what I'm saying? What's up, YouTube? Love you. Love you. Gotta be over here
Man.
though. Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern. UFC on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Oi, raising up that leg. How's everybody doing in chat? Chat! Look at, see, this is already my favorite fight, AK Snooze says. I love it. I love it. We're over here. The three of us are kind of just, y'all lost in thought right here. All right. We're going in the 4th round. Here we go. Look at Tony still bouncing. Ish.
Hey,
There's a little limp. It was a bouncing limp. Huh?
He still got some pep in his step. Let's see.
Yeah, he does. That's the one thing
How
Tony
do
always
y'all
had was
see it?
conditioning.
Who do y'all have now? What do you think is going on here?
I don't even know how you judge it.
Yeah.
Lock it up,
it's
raise
just-
both their hand, call it a draw, and we're good.
Oh, yes.
Good 3-punch combo by Diaz. There's Diaz again with the 1-2.
I think Diaz is winning right now.
I think
if I had to
Nate.
give
We
it to
know
someone.
Nate's knees hurt from the kicks. That right leg is compromised. Oh, Tony went down for a low single. Nate tried to upkick him. GG. All right. 3-0 Tony. 3-0 Diaz. Look at the chat. Nobody even knows, yeah? All right. We'll get it figured out. That's for the judges to understand, All right. There's that calf kick. Nate's got to try to get in. And every time, that's the one thing that's got to be frustrating Nathan, is every time he does come forward, Tony's moving back. Really, he's moving just back, moving just as fast backwards as he is forwards. Way that he digs, side to side, there's that big leg kick. I would not want to sit there and get kicked. That's ouch. There you go. Just out of range. See Tony lunge in with that hook. Here comes Nate, just not pushing too hard. Oh, Tony slid out of the way.
Yeah, he's being elusive.
Did you see that?
not
He's got
getting-
that side to side, get out of the
Yeah.
way.
I think he's finding his rhythm.
Oi.
Oh.
Left hand lands for Nate. Puts Tony backwards. Nate tried to chase him a little bit, but he's just a slow jog. He won't get after him. See, Tony's just moving backwards so fast. Nathan doesn't want to, you know what I mean? Like double time it after him. Trying to corner him or corral him a little bit. Phone both. There you go. Now the long hands are working for Nate. He's going to start picking up, landing 5-6 punches. Ooh, big uppercut attempt by Tony. I like it. Tony's backing up. See what I mean? Nate's just getting frustrated, trying to cut him off, slapping some body shots. Then he puts his hands on his knees. I like those body shots. He's throwing 5-6 punches.
Nate's legs are hurting because he's been switching stances.
Over and over and over.
Yeah.
There you go. He went to the belly. There's the 3 hooks. Tried to corral him. Tony goes in for a takedown. Nate's working for a guillotine right now. He's got it in deep. Too deep.
I think
Nate's cranking.
I think he's got it.
Nate's cranking. He just tapped him out.
And flexed.
Damn.
Tony went for the shot. Nate choked him out. The first shot, Nate got him. They played that game. And the first shot, Nate locked that thing up quick. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Taking everything on short notice.
Good for these two.
Yeah, definitely.
I like it. I like it. You two ended up being on. Look at that. They're the main event on the pay-per-view. That's how it should be.
Respect and everything.
I love it. A lot of respect.
Good for these guys. Good for these guys. Honestly, I hope they're done. Both of them. Main event. Great fight.
Yeah, it's time.
That
Definitely
could be you could see them both retire right there.
Yeah, this is a great retirement fight.
They both went out there. They got to be again on the pay-per-view. I'm sure the extra was thrown for the transitions that were made pay-wise. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
A good time. Well, that you already know. Like, look at the way Nate is cranking that thing. He was just cranking on that choke. Look how tight that thing.
He doesn't let go until he flexes.
Yeah. The flex and then the arm can let go.
He's like, let go. He's like, no, wait.
He's holding it with one arm. He's like getting the flex off first. All right. Not bad. I'm not bad, chat. I'm not upset with that, chat. YouTube, you should have been over here in this chat, but otherwise, I'm not upset with that either. Love you. Yeah, I mean, I'll be messing 6 p.m. on Monday. So, yeah, I'm kind of curious when they do this. I'm almost curious about the interview.
Yeah, I'm
We might have to turn this up. I don't know. Can I play the interview out loud for chat to hear the interview? You think? The after fight interview, just in case? Of the 4th round. Nate Diaz. What's that? This card wasn't as entertaining as I thought. I don't know. I thought, man.
That was pretty good.
So Nate first. Nate first. Chat, here it comes. Round of applause for Nate Diaz. Round of applause for Nate Diaz. Full-blown wrestling fight camp. I didn't know boxing. He's calling him a bitch-ass rookie, he said. This guy. He said, this is a rookie move. Rookie move, you two. Give me anybody. He got a worthy OG representative of mixed martial arts. I like it. I like it. Last fight on your contract. What's in your mind? He said love-hate relationship. I love the UFC. Look at him. I want to get out of the UFC. He's already talking about boxing.
I don't think he's gonna do well in boxing. Honestly.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But
I think he's too slow.
He wants to
Like, no
box. He
offense.
said he's going to show everybody. Leaving the UFC, he wants to box. Oh, so basically he's plugging his. Well, his real fight, he does. He's going to be boxing, jiu-jitsu, all the things he just said, right?
I think he's just trying to get the biggest offer possible.
yeah,
You know, he's basically
Okay.
saying like whoever wants to pay.
Whoever wants to
Boxing,
pay, let's do
kickboxing,
it.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I got it. I got it. I'm gonna sit back and give me one of those YouTube fights for 100 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I mean, he deserves it.
Yeah. Love him. Love it. All right. All right. Not bad. Not bad. You know, what y'all think, man? Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson chat. I always thought you and Nate were going to fight. He's back. He's back. He's not going nowhere. He's here. He's back, and off he goes. You know what I mean? All right. So you guys, fight of the night. Fight of the night. You two.
I think you got to say the main event. There's probably a more technical fight, but people were excited, and these guys are legends. They did it on the big stage. I think the fight of the night goes to them.
Rude
I have to
boy.
agree. They're legends, and the moment is what made it the fight of the night. Low key, the actual fight of the night, I think, is was Barnett, Chris Barnett. Is that his name?
Yeah.
The Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear with the
actually-
big butt slam flip.
That fight was pretty impressive, and just the intensity of it. But I think this fight stole the show just because of the moment and everything on the line, and the legends.
Yeah, the fact that they were able to make this happen again with everything the way it did, it was for them. This is what that's what we were led to believe, and we were to believe, right? Was what this was Nate Diaz, and the fact that he got to fight Tony, I thought that was really cool. Like I said, I was really happy with the way things worked out. I think, as far as performance of the night, anything stick out for you performance wise? We had the fight, obviously, them, but performance, I got, man, Arosa, that was just something. Julian Arosa just looked big, you know what I mean? But it was a unanimous decision, but just the way that he looked fighting against Hakeem, it was a lot of fun. You had Jelton Almeida, again, getting a round one submission, but Turkosh hasn't been around for that long. But I like that fight with Dawoodu and Arosa. And then again, Dennis Tulian, his fight was a lot of fun. So, there was a lot of good fights on the card.
Irene Aldana looked good.
Yep, I like that. Irene Aldana.
I was going to say
that was
Aldana
good.
looked beastly, and that's what I liked about that. That was especially with the way the second round ended, and it was the way that she came out and with the heel kick to the liver. Like if everybody ever wants to see just how bad a liver shot truly hurts, I think that will be the one that should be used because, and the reason why I say that, she was on her back, she hit her with the heel, and then it was the way that Macy reacted, fell over, the shock in her face, literally fetaled up and was in so much pain without having anybody on, you know what I mean? So I thought that was a lot of fun. But all right, so what's coming up for you, Cub? Tell the chat, what do you got next?
I'm making my bantamweight debut after 16 years in the featherweight division. I was the longest. I think I was the only guy left from the WC coming over, still in the division at 145. But I finally doing 135. I'm fighting October 15th, and against Jonathan Martinez, a tough stand-up guy. So I'm excited about that. My fight will be at the Apex, and you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram at Cub Swanson. I'm always putting stuff up, and hopefully I'll be back and rapping it with you guys again.
You're always welcome. You're always welcome. All right, Rude Boy, same thing. And then I was gonna say socials, but I like how you added that in there. So what's coming up for you, Mr. Rude Boy, and then of course socials after that.
Same, man. I'm fighting October 1st, the same place at the Apex.
Ooh,
and
October's sick.
I'm fighting Francisco Trinaldo, so we're gonna go in there and have some fun. That's it. My socials, you know what my socials are. I'm on YouTube, Rude Boy Studios. I'm on Twitch, Touch and Go 170. I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Touch and Go _. So yeah.
I love it. And then you and I, we're gonna meet up. We've got some we have to you just let me know when.
Yes, sir.
Message me and it's some
PUBG.
PUBG. I just Pub Jesus for me, you know what I'm saying?
Get it.
Yeah, I love that. Hey, chat, seriously, man, I want to thank you all so much. Always, YouTube out there, much love and appreciation. Twitter, all of you, thank you so much for coming through and hanging out with us again, as always. And you, chat, I love and appreciate you more than anything. You know that. We'll be back Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern, to break down and recap the fights of the fighters who just fought in tonight's pay-per-view fights. And then we'll have an interview. And tomorrow, chat, I don't know if you know, but this is how excited I get. Twitch TV/Jens Pulver. Tomorrow, Sumo. It's back. 15 days. 15 days for the September Basho. Teruno Fuji has got to come back and do what he's got to do. So if you want to hang out with me tomorrow, I'm going to be live, Twitch TV/Jens Pulver, and we're going to be watching, I'll probably do what, 7 p.m.? Let's go like 9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll want to watch sumo. We got to get day one started. So it'll be 15 days of sumo. If you haven't watched it with me, you haven't watched it. I'm just telling you, you're going to love it. All right, chat. As much love and appreciation. We're going to stick around. Stick around. Make sure that you all follow at UFC Streams on Twitter, because that's how we keep you up to date on what we're doing. And always make sure you follow in here and be in here and hang out with me. Tuesday, we're going to be back 6 p.m. watching Dana White's Contender Series, myself and Adrian Yanez, and then we'll go from there. All right, y'all be real. Make sure you stick around, because we've got extra rounds coming up right after this. So until then, we'll see y'all. Thank y'all so much for your time. Y'all just throw up your hands, say what you want to say. Your goodbyes. All right, man. Love and appreciation, chat. Be real. Be good. Be real good. I'll see you soon, okay?